sikasam entoto ya adane abutuo no ena ye woni patitiru bi wo fia ase ya odi ase ne wo so sa wonya ya obeye general secretary e dia ma NDC amanyokuo no we former deputy agric minister. In fact, Kaneno so beka ya wo eye John Mahama apenso ene aban abesini kona apenso na wo ye vocal pa ba ye sikasa ho toto ya otaba ye nsentwefo nhia mu becheche no mamu ene said your mind Ghana sikasa ho toto ye ni sitie no wo hunu ne sai ede na osusu se wo betima ye ana se Ghana ban betima ye ne ye hu afri sa tebia wo yi emu fifi fiave kwete ene on no ofia se ye ne betwetwe nkomo baby wo bi abraba kan nkomo twetwe ho Benoma bia SCC a wo gadam sensem ni mo maminda na di tewso na fe Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch won fa agudie mo nsembere ye obiam na Facebook like power 979 yenya ade we SCC e tew besa mami wuntumi SCC e nyenhwa ade we enoma ye na ye soso e wo krom ha no enu ka wo bi na sesei enkofo a omo hye aban ataban ase wo mo ehye aban entade mu wo mo ewo aban mu wo mo wo amanyoku ewo aban mu no sa no ma we ye soso no ene na nam so nti sesei enkofo ikodi bone ewo kwaya ya nyina ya ti atum se ewo se ye kura mpa ye ntimi nchi wo mo me se na watwa wie ye na me hwe mirekuduka Deputy Lands and Natural Resource Minister ewo news file and the way he was defending this chairman want to me guy I was asking myself eti yey and yes nkete say ye baba kwatia gadam say yey and yes nkete wotie lawyer Martin Pegua was mampanyi efiri bere santini wadasa enoma bia de betu nanim no asisi da so chesa de ekoso anyina ye kokwasa no manko enya me na me kai Martin Pebu on the same show eno ka sa same way hwade o mami me say Raf Peter mo fan to so Peter won pia
number one.
So I did me so I did. So boy. Wait.
Monfa camera no mon project here mami.
Wait.
That's right.
When your friend goat.
So boy.
When your friend goat. When your friend goat.
When you teso no.
When you teso.
Sikakoko.
Etinya krata no a. Ya wono
ekrakra ya.
Na ma Ghana enya sika o. What you say? When your friend goat. What you say? And it's a solid money.
Solid money.
What you say? Sas kana ye no e de e liquid.
Yeah.
What you say? E liquid. Roger aye crowd wo de agudie mu nsem ba na wo se atade fita ba fita ye ke se Roger kana wo se nyina ye hwebi na ye ka se ye di nkurim ba so ye ntimi ni nkurim eba gadam se nkomo ya anase gadam se anamontu ya abonyefo bi nkofo bi omu nimpa o ma hyeda ye se wo mu nim na omu etie omu ye no ma etie Ghana mra a ye wotumi se ye betibe sisa de ho kwan no ya hyeda atwi ye ni party 70 ye twi ye ni mrekudu ka kwan mpeso aso na kohwe said yes to Galamse or to the sense a man for what Sabia Honokradio Munsa so how do you expect people like that to be able to deal with Galamse? Video number 2 Fatos is the number 2 Fatos Yanko.
I understand the militiaman that is on our screens right now, the one who was on his phone, he was talking to his boss. Can you tell us about that conversation?
Yes, when we went in there that day, the team arrested the Chinese over there. You know, by law, the Chinese are not allowed to even go into mining.
Yeah.
So that's an illegality in the first place. They arrested them. They took hold of the entire area. And then this man you see making a call was the first to enter the yard. That military officer entered the yard and asked us why we were invading the premises. And then he started making calls. The name of the person he was calling is...
Task force for Bowramu, so Mukako stop China for Omu to for a year a fema good year, no more science, assassin, quiet, our man so hono. What would do a nasra for ye no more papa ya? What if for talent so a sra for ye no more and a bomb buying? So how do we win the fight against Gadamse? And come on, a Rasus as I don't call a Love FM reporter, journalist. senior journalist for that matter. Yen common say ye boy a tonto sansa ye be wura mu ye pa no wati wate no ma bi ase men ko ba bia ma fidie ne na Roger Ekrado wo de agudie mu sembra no pay e wo power 97.9 na feso TVXYZ Dwabo Ase ne ya bodda data ye dwendwo my Ghana ho after agudie mu sam tonto sansa enye dede hunu bi ne ye deda ye gida so dia Kenya Ghana for say ye wa kabi ma Minkah bia mamu mu tumi bi sayensam tumi na science am no yemfa nkasa yetiri ho enye se etiboni ayiboni ne yeyi ye Roger Martina to say anopay
Kwame me Johnson also what to say
mi kram fita ye so ye o mani ante best sports commentator in the world
yes
and later in the universe more fire tell what's up dia na e boso
bibia e boko so na do so haso folk an koye o se wa nyere
me na man di hwe achi
be dey over weekend is koye pa o Manchester United and run nye easy
nice
ye need Everton for no ye need the blue side for no some microphone so mo so she blue we say we say blue now we say United say we yi because blue for ni de no mani nsia kra kokko ni blue nsia ahanti niema koye nti abobo ni nyina no a na no pay the breti for right na no pay ma tefo nyina chi e mama kwa ba Eriba Dwabo Ase sa platform kese so po 97.9 FM and abia obi o hwe na no pe o TV so that bia no ye mo akwa ba esa sema wa chi sema no do so amno ni de fie de agodo wonsam ene ya bo na no pe ye di ebro sema no do sie pa me am di sema no ba no me din edi Roger Imano from the sports monarch na prepare British man ebo Taylor kodofo so na fe George the right time nyina techire ana no pe me din sema no ba Francis odo se jina kawara na chi na fe Desmond so wa as a technician odo so ebo ase masisi no mubetimi ada na bia se fa na finano pe ye di ensem no nyina se da bro ye wura muntam na ye fa ensem no en na ye ti for de be sase e de fi golf nyame ya duma e da Wednesday jumade kese e paso na we e ye Ghana Open Golf Championship eno e ba betuja na da ukwade ya na jumade kese no e tuja e wotakwa golf e ye course hono mo e na se jumade e tuja e Western Region Abonte so na no ana se dano Saturday e na Power 97.9 FM e na fi TV so azet pedifo e tina se na fi ni pedifo hodo a honum eda se jumade we ano wura ye fo na akwesi prempo no e ye tournament director Arima PGA e na eni ne edin komo e na ebisa ne se enyane ntie se jumade no kan se mpese pedifo pese wo mu tu sheda na e ba ni se ya e de ohaw bi ebebroma na se na tetiremu no esite ye ntie ni nsem awode mai
very disappointed. I'm very disappointed to the whole management because airport almost a gunum said dama ICC na power. Everyone was Safari Valley. Power FM. I agree. Equano so. So no menyantie. Everyone was Safari Valley. Agree say many building na competition here so. And she say na me good kwam sa na TNT sa anso na ekono. And on the Basuna center of the world, the energy center of the world golf club. No, Tema country golf club. Ona yebono na Ghana open basu di wa oni track yebono sen intend disabri amenu kai say penny be golf course no go first ahonbo abo a ma ye ko ebi ma da fi se be adwuma wa ha ahonbo abo we go first aye ni twem aye sonko management nyina de mu agima the way a golf course na siesie no omo postpone competition ya ebe ha dị n'ebe go first ya bi omo bi so mbesa ma omo ho so asa adi CC asa apụ ama Ghana golf association.
Etanu yesemawura yefana kwesi prempe tournament director Erma PGA and some our there to the fit golf yanko some from yewremu awoye across for corner makacho no se dano Saturday no mbremu male abonten so ani team efana se Bamako hari da so CAF Confederation Cup no ba no House of Folk edincho eka miensa awo sa game rekoso a House of Folk entimi ante na ne nyinam no ne abatuja ani se emperefo ehwe no se ade anyame ya duma on the 15th of this month here our Cape Coast Stadium na se na oche wie no ade Autocheck and also ebetimi aba so Cape Coast a biro ka se no a ena nyakopo ya dum ema House of Folk team ni nyina edi omanim guase fi male abontin so a omdi awremu e my gedem a ye hwe ne se return leg eno eba ba cost no House of Folk ebetimi wini 4-0 ana 5 goals bi na fe omo qualifier na eno agise mre ena no so ebetimi so akire na team na ba bedo no ade ene ya training no to so dedende na coach David Okulu ɛne ne mpanimfoɔ ayɛ sɛ Red Bamako for return leg no sɛn ɛna nneɛma ɛbɛsi akɔnte no kakra no sɛ efi asofo kɔ no mu camp a ɛno nso aba ɛre ho nsɛm ɛma tiefo na onim sɛ Korobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko ɔno mu deɛ nya deɛ bibire mu gyire we sɛ kasa so mu kra deɛ ɔmo di kan afiri mu dadaada na ɔmo so dano fiara ɔmo sɛ bɔ no vacancy a ɔmo ɛne Konogo Youth Academy ɛna ɛdi ɛwida so ba na wie no na ɛdi Kumasi Asante Kotoko ɛdi nkunim by 4 goals to 1 a abronte for na Samuel Botin ɛposo atena ɛwɔ saa game no besa na ɔno ɛhyɛ 2 goals Steve Makola ɔno so ɛbɔ 2 goals ɛwɔ saa game a ɛno so ɛto jante no ɛyɛ nea no so ɛfie no ɛba yɛra ho nsɛm ɛso ɛdi ɛmatie for na wonim sɛ Bet Power Premier League no nya deɛ no deɛ ɛkɔs na mom owuram ɛwɔ Division 1 a ɛde ano gu so ɛkɔs dedede a te sɛ ɛnya deɛ ɛda fam kura na wotwe wie no Division 1 ɛde a games no ɛkɔs na owuram ɛwɔ Zone 1 a sei ɛna results no ɛteɛ Young Apostles ɛtɛrɛfɛ di nkirime kabako ɛma Blekum Arsenal ɔno Intimates Boboko a yɛfrɛ Croatia Warriors ɛhyɛ ɛkansia ɛma Unity FC ɛteɛ kanobako Bia United ɛne Bofo Quarter no ɛkɔyɛ 0-0 Bafo Soccer Academy ɛhyɛ kamiensa Mighty Royals Intimate ɛna Fitima yɛfrɛ David United almost ɛhyɛ kabako ɛma Stephens ɔno Intimate 11 Wonders ɛhyɛ kamieno ɛma Tima fɛnɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Mana FC almost ɛteɛ kanamo baako nwachi Tima fɛnɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Tima yɛfrɛ Kumbungu ɛyɛ Bibiam almost ɛhyɛ kamienu ɛma Wa Yasin FC almost ɛteɛ kanamo baako ɛna afi Wasunta FC ɛtena fie ɛne Tima from say Boboko fane say Casina Nkansa and Eddie with us and also Equia 0-0 our Sam match and also Echo so na Urum our zone 2 and also see now results no a wholesome etie Boboko I from say soccer intellectuals etrefima Fisher Stars Equashom Ekaminoa Honorable Antinia the Biase Kabako Emma Sky FC and Sentiment Sir Drobras Eshe Kabako Emma Sevi All Stars Honorable Sentiment in Zimako Toko Eshe Kaminoma Holy Stars Honorable Intimate Nafi Wafa Etenoma Sekim FC Equashom Kabako Honorable Anti Asuquad Deportivo Etenoma Kempon Soccer Academy and a Kempon FC Equashom Kabako Honorable Intimate Busan Duas Eshe Kaminu Emma Nation FC almost say economic intimate and a Pacific Euros eshe ekamino ema elimina sacks almost so etse kanamo bako ano eye game course our zone 2 na oba zone 3 and no results ne see enete na Goals FC omo etnefie ema Voter Rangers akoshome kabako a anomo intimate Mighty Jets and afi Nani FC akoye 0-0 and afi Akachi All Stars almost etnefie ni Atram Divisa ase Dividas obia episode atena bako and afi Tima yefenes eye Princess FC almost etnefie and Crystal Palace and also akoye 1-1 and afi Boboka fana susubibi omo etnefie ni Golden Kicks and also akoye 1-1 and a Heart of Run eshe kaminoa Demayit onomo entimi anti and what Liberty Professional and the Uncle T United and also akoye 0-0 and nyame eya duma ade akofodia Sema FC onomo etnefie na omo ne Vision FC at the Arida Center no eye Division 1 games outdoor and no atoja na ho sansam and na yedi adate na onim se Atram Divisa team no onomo ekwawe ekonya draw na no and a coach Gordon Atram wakase kakra area fa 1-1 a onomo ekwawe a onomo ekunya yentinsema owura Gordon Atram ekrai emra omni Boboko a yefan Akachi All Stars ade etintam sunti eguso ye se nsem a owura yefan Gordon Atram ni nsem a wodi atoja ne yensabaka na afere ho nsem ama tiefo yewura mu na afe yemfa ni enkyere mu ewo ema ne die no na yehwe omuso games a course ne fa results no enna yetiefo dia na yade Azakas Ladies omo etnefi edinkere kabako ema Belly Ladies omo entimi antenwachi Tenda Queen FC eshe ekamienu ema Police Ladies omo ete kanamo bako na Soccer Intellectuals omo etnefi ma Fit Ladies ekoshem kabako a omo entimi anti Ladies Truckers omo etnefi ema timefena Army Ladies ekoshem kanaya omo entimi anti na fi Rich City FC aso etnefi ema ye Esiam Socrates Ladies eshem kamiensa omo entimi anti no eye Saudi Center games ekos na uremu ewo Northern Zone and so result results in Senate Pia ladies etnefe any prison ladies akoye 0-0 and we Tamale super ladies as we telefone Aston ladies and also akoye 1-1 and afi Ampem the Kwa ladies and so telefone Northern ladies and also 1-1 and super ladies eshe ekanum ama bobo for county soccer academy almost economy timi anti and our fabulous ladies telefone dreams ladies from Tamale akoshoma kamiensa honomo economy no enti emano si league no ano results and also apemo yede ahun sansam so edi ama 84 80.97.9 FM and omo here TV so as soon anope na yewrem na fe yemfa nsem no ento so ema yetifo dia na yebaba kwa bibrem na fe yahwe na ochewie CAF Confederation Cup and Champions League no games ahoro e course na fe yemfa ahun sansam emfa na tifo na yebehya se RFI Champions League na uvrem awadanu Saturday and on Sunday and so games e course no na dia uvrem awad Tanzania Young African anomo etnefi ni Ahila Onduman eno ekoye 1-1 and team fene Asco Dikara and so etnefi ema team fene GS Kabili akobo makamenu a anomo ete kanambako and team ya from say ESN Nicholas almost etnefi ema Raja Casablanca ekoshe makamenu a anomo etmati Emaric eshe kamenu ema Ahila Tripoli and so entimi anti and Royal Leopards as any Cote Sport Garua from Cameroon and as akoye 1-1 and a Vipers FC as any TP Mazembe and as akoye 1-1 and no gamer and as a Cosana Fe Plateau United and Esperance de Tunis and their team of Plateau United winning by 2-1 and a Premier de Agosto as etnefe Emma Simba FC akoshema kamiensa honorable etse kanambako River Rangers almost etnefe edinkunem eka mienu Emma Wodat Athletic Club from Morocco almost etimobako and Asek Mimosa etnefe Horoya AC as ekoshema kabako honorable intimati Joliba AC eshe ekamienu Emma CR Beridat and also ekoye 2-1 against Beridat Bobokono and tenu games course our CAF Champions League anymore. Yera on some MT for young room our CAF Confederation Cup na games never results now kakra emba yeti for dia na dia Saint Michel United omo etinefima Motema Pempe ekosheme kabakwa onoma entinanti and AS Kigali from Omai from Rwanda as any energy and as ekoye 0-0 and wetino tima ya for the Kimpanga FC almost etinefine Club African and as ekoye 0-0 and a Sporting Ganoa almost etinefine Emma GS Swara and a Sporting Ganoa eshome kabakwa onoma entinanti and a Ahiro as etinefine Premier de Agosto ekoshome ekamyenwa onoma entimisu anti and a Akana as eshe kamiensa Emma Azam FC almost a kanomo entimisu anti our Honoma Fitima Yafane se Fisil Aye Kama almost etnefi Emma Tima Fane CS Fazen and say any moment in Tamsa and Yadia Obia Edin Kinemo and a Royal AM as a Trefine Zesco United from Zambia and a Akoya 0-0 and a Kora United as a Kamiensa Emma Tima Fane se RCB Bikani almost at a Kanambako and a Tima Fane se Kara FC as in the USM Orgers Ekoshem Kamienwa Honomoso Entimisu Antinaf FC Calon as a Trefima Future FC Ekoshem Kamienwa Honomoso Entimisu Antinationosu se Re Bamako Honomoso Etiato Folk a Boma Kamiensa Honomoso Entimianti antiway a resource be a PMO our CAF Confederation Cup and a Champions League Nima Yara Samso at the Amati for na Uvremu our Europa at a yo from 42 Jan se Uvrem our European Championship and no Ebaba Koso Nkane Naka teams in a 24 Sisameno Cassidy Honomo increasing at the 32 teams na draw no Ababe Tuja na see na groups na Hunsam SC na uko group here ye was Spain, Scotland, Norway, and Greece, and I feel my friend Cyprus, or our group A, uko group B ye might be at Netherlands, Sansana France, and my friend Ireland, and I feel my ye friend sample Gibraltar, Honomo our Honomo, and uko group C ye were Italy, England, Ukraine, and I feel Macedonia, and my Malta, Honomo say one of uko group D, and also my friend Croatia, Sansana Woos, Argentina, and my Turkey, Latvia, almost our group D. E na urem group E a ye Poland and Omai Fene ye Omai Fene Albania Sansana Omai Fene for Island and afi Moldova almost ne Honoma almost bibia wetin konwechi check almost no group E na oko group F ye Belgium Australia Sweden and Azerbaijan Estonia almost group F na oko group G na honoma and ye Hungary ye Serbia and Montenegro Omai Fene Bulgaria and Lithuania almost ne group G na group H no ye Denmark Omai Finland Slovenia Omai Fene Kazakhstan and afi Omaya ye Fene Sempo no San Marino almost honoma and afi Northern Ireland almost group H and afi group no group I almost ye Switzerland Israel Romania Kosovo and Belarus and afi Andorra almost group I and afi group J and Echoto ye Portugal Bosnia Herzegovina Iceland Omai Fene Luxembourg and afi Slovakia Liechtenstein almost countries almost group J and tonight say uvremu to say European Championship and no ebetimi across dia na sabepe and draw na home city yera no so mate for many ko nemo mami uvremu tentem na fe mi uvremu England na games e boss na ochewie no memfa home sensem emfa na tie for muti 97.9 FM and omo we TV so as na no pay na yemfa results no ema yetie for dia na say and results no home sem esi etie na uvremu Bemoff etrefi eti Leicester ebom ekamye no ema Leicester eti kanaba ko Chelsea ehye kamye sam ema Overhampton Wanderers amose kanoma entimanti Manchester City ehye ekanan ema Southampton amose ekanoma entimi anti ewo hanoma nwechi yade Brighton of Albion etinoma Tottenham ekobom kabakwa hanoma entimanti Newcastle United enso ehye kanum ema Brentford eti mubako na Crystal Palace ehye ekamye no ema Leeds United enso eti mubako West Ham United ehye kamyensa ema Fulham amose eti mubako Arsenal the Gunners ebo kamyensa ema Liverpool eti ekanamo mienu na fi Everton no amotinefi Manchester United ekobom kamyenu anamo eti mubako Abrantefon Anthony na fi Abrantefon Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro mo any players omo bogo national so say enu Ronaldo go ohye no say ni career in terms of club career 700 goals and so far Cristiano Ronaldo wetimi ase Messi say Ronaldo said that in the edge for the South Gunibo I feel na mo shi na no di but no dey finally we find the scoring boots now what shall see goals you know what shall see what shall
is na Messi fans no we
Anthony so say first player first 3 matches United EPN mo ono sashe 3 goals every game our EPN mo bia no wono se shego Kwame 7 doors no mo mene nti ma me face na fe Dwabo Ase no to asoma tiefo na wia 97.9 FM yeni tiefo be sansesia dey good dem se dey about sabre me jemu dey amount na fe what aso.
And folks, that's the best commentator in the world, Roger Emmanuel, the sportsman. Akona motenenka ewo Dwabo Ase dwumadi so Power 97.9 and offenso TVXY ye babe boy ye tonton sansan and opena ba bia ye gina ye gadam say said ye kwaye ye nsuo ye nsase enyina sai na mampanya dawro ma wama ho kwan na ye isie no wie ya wabeka kire se wono ogusu a pem so no retreat no surrender Ghana for ni gidie woni mu mebecho ne enti asa gidie ni ho na meka Ghana for titirufu a wo mutai kasa wo bedwam adwenche dodo no mabedan na di kire se mampanyi ni hwehwe a wo ba be ya e ba be sesa tebia boni ya ye womi sabra ye kasa ye mampanyi ye hwehwe no wai okwakoje ye aboni krata bi wo France Ghana for wa ho kire mu sei e was ye sin konya dwendwen e kwan a ye betima afa so ye ye free sa ho kire we mu crisis a Ghana wo mu no ana mampanyi wo hu sa agro bi ne edi ho mampanyi wo dwen sa agro bi na e kwaso wo man mu ha Wako France akoye dey woni obi obetime si na nan mu wontimi wuro ne nan mu mpaboa enhwe obi emoni akone nko mampanyi tina fa ko ebra so betira akonya so na do nsa so mo no no adwendwen frankofo no mo betira won nkyai amanfo mo tai kasa gu waso no sankofo no omo mpawiye I'm telling you Dr. Mamadou Baumia wodi ni bebia ko gira ebeja ebuga brabehwe economy wo gira beja na ebuga buga ni ade hwe economy buga ni ade ma o man sika samo etutuye egira ye buga fa saa buga sunsum no fa wuram na sika na wo se eta kurom ha no tintam na fa yo man ni ye na no amodi asoko bo from G Eyela General Hospital gu ye she bo sa mo ba besi asupitia esu bi mada amade se wola besi na munsi ye na da be no ye wi dia sa be gira gara fo anim se ye pe man panyi bi edi alanche bate wo se one dish one factory mfidi nyuma no wai Ghana maburu na titifia omani so nyina tetensuo omunya ombekwa amanone no makobo bra omuna na masase prada dam so yesto we wa manfo ekoduom kwa amanone kokuda koku wait ne no honkro no ba de kohwe Ghana mayua ene tebi omuni namu or in the name of they are seeking greener pastures. And you leaders that we have voted for you, you leaders are yatu abama mo betra se adwene mo ba manyankopon nyansa na ode adua mutirim no aye adwuma no moto na mo yakokwasa no ma kokwasa Martin Pebu me dance for that word kokwasa from the one na mampanya dasa besis abre we are juju makoma mama wate juju me ne atiefu akoma maye da be pa ne beduru ho ba gboso heba clinic se obeti beduru ho be ma wo de pemi anu asane wo de pemi anu ade he wo te be kasa da se nkora ne tie oba say ye candidates wo de bua e na ye o abeka ntire wo so e do ko nkwaso mu me so ko agboso heba clinic a doctor fo wo bebo apa je me tia kwa kwashima no mo ba himfie no obeti ma fra agboso heba clinic 0241-750-282 and 0557-402-696. Temawa Community 25 a year Savannah Junction Def Track Estate in Jemwa. And I wait to from 0557-402-696 at Busu Heba Clinic. Yeah, no. Obey Bema Mua, what the enemy Mr. Kill. Bem o men 7 year Casatente and Yanumja. Mr. Kill, the bet why Bema Mu. Opa Mr. Q ibi ato abesi okona na boche heba wo kaichi Juket Pharmacy wo Kaswa Pharmacy wo eye Kaswa Unicom Chemist wo Malam Junction Gillette Pharmacy wo Tesano Dampon Pharmacy wo Spintex Palace Pharmacy wo Danko Circle and a Renee Pharmacy wo Salam Down to forget to Kulingana Limited. Jomecha kwa Eastleigh gone. A Champon Junction. From 0244-139-176 and 0204-139-176. Ojana so men ko baby a. Ye dia dance dia wodo ba ba church mu ne ntia. Garam se ko no yansesa ya adwen na ye nyina ye ntu ya no engu mpanifo yi so a okun ye ntimi ndi so nkunim ye basie.
Exclusively on HG Plus Channel 115. Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144, or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at My John, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories. The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Ifo kra na menyisika. Edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia. Edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre. Mi yebusia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu miaka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hours.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Kof.
Samaba na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba.
Hey, asap ye biaba, Dwabo Ase ni power 97.9 and a TVS wise the browser see ebe boy ye tonton sansan and I me dedicate tonton sansan e dia ma okatachie Kwame Afrifa onum dia wo soja Kwame Afrifa. My biggest wish is about join me Royal House. Why? Na ye nyina ye ti abo mni akwa asore okatachie next week ebe kwa asore wate ye be kwa asore. But you see Okatachie Canadian, Mugabe Mase Canadian, Kwame Minkah Canadian, one Kasa Wusha Sabre, who come with your Beposo Canadian, Big Mike Canadian, the sponsor what he was fun young to a quasso, and ya drink quasso, Canadian, Peter YMCR, and can you on your own Mimi and Fidia, and can you make us a Fidia so, Emma Rafa Yanadia, or Suffer Prince Yanadia, Willie Yanadia, or be a Yana family. But baby yedru na bamubu ya ba obi abusa se na ye kaka kra bekwa kodru he. Sada manfo ka ye kakra bekwa kodru he. Look of enfonye di kan no eto so mentwa obi ampoa enye disrespect bia na meye enye se mebu obi animtia. Wo ba ne say ya ye de ensa tutu omuti so bompa ye momo ehye nkoma hodo esre nyame se wo ma omunyansa ne adwene no momfa bebu oman yi. Sa no man nyina nyame de adom omo dada. Niaka ene se omo ankasa nipa no wo mo be ma omo ho kwan na nyame afo omo so aye nsankyirane wo oman Ghana. Ene oman Ghana ye mampani ya bodon so mpa ye bebrebe yi. Sa wo hwe dollar rate no and I say wo hwe dollar no na ho den as against cedi na hwe ba bia deda. Akaka kra bi na ye do 12 cedis. Who could a dollar back who said Jokra, City Maku Dumienu, baby a ya kika kono, a kaka krada, ukra dollar back where Jowian City, Maku Dumienu. Now, Obiwa one economy no wouldn't be audition. And you would GDP, more fiscal policies, debt sustainability, definitions, no audition, said the economy now what is it you? Mama Omia, so what's the head of economic management team? And now you are not a birthday, Miss Row. Minkah said, Baumia, a your birthday, Memo Ninjo. No, a your one birthday, none the birthday, Nissi Bra. On my Ghana for any done so say, Wabatu to Noma ye as head of economic management team. Said about your economy no better than Naso. Wabra Woody Yao no, so I was saying you tried away. And for Sudia be free maba. Wabra watch as a coswane video no. Forget about my face. Wabra watch any mu say. What didn't no be better to aquamu. Said about my Ghana, Baba dear home. About no my yetimi ya Ghana. Said about Sikabaka my Ghana no. Wabra watch any mu so bears anomano. And what do you not free ho? Nekasakra Nanase Mukasakra say. Were you not draining a coma? And in the BB was what your fair economy no. Were you be fro? And not in any ashe and no ma bear for quantum porno. You beg I don't cramp with you every maba. Baumia the GPS one assassin GPS in a bino. A dear pa physically, tangibly, a dear pa every maba. Who bet to say Ghana, you bet with Yahoo. And then a mama would another Jumekua Woodwa, or Mususu, a mama would was sick as some enter to any city city. What when you not downgrade Ghana? They say, a fry, a car tray. Let's just say, oh my God, a sick as some bola. A mama would ye to a ye, a mama would or cool and tokwa, basayo, esi womu, some man on your no muje, a wajira pay, a basic as someone, a yadan about sa, Baumia was a buga. And Casabuga attitude way, and I do right, ye sick as someone to ya, and Casabra yanquay him. Sabuga attitude, what kunko, a hatawa, what sa. Said you won't have no matter homasono. And Cassa Subaway and I do what I said you see a total economy and can you go in? The youth are disappointed in you, the political elites of this country. The Obiashani, a quajo obetimania, said about your Benyan cat. Ewo, a buy say be more nasa buy a namu to be more. Radiasi or ECG. I dream be a man for us and this ECG pursue 2 and a mombi. Now did you make a farm metering system and the question and graduate. Everybody is looking for a cat. Everybody is looking for ways and means to make money out of a year of my Ghana. At the expense of my Ghana, everybody is looking for ways and means. I don't know Kwame or Benya Sikaya, Baumia, Bramanim. Baumia, what's a beer? Baumia Ase, happy birthday, why? Your money ye. We your money ye, Baba Veterania Boa Basso. We your money ye, na ye sika some to ye, 8 ye, na Ghana 40 million kukodro, and almost up in Pimo Bose, and Pomo Mania. Yababa boy, Basso. Ben so ma memona ya troka na no ma sai e no ma je guorinti da bia baba ha ya be twumonim kopem so mo be de tene and ye come more be ankanche ye the young people of this country say ye new kwan say be kasa sa ye dache na mo sign no ye ntra ma mo say ye dache ene ye ngura kwa ye mu fa me ko den sunsuanim ye go den sunsuanim tie we
evening I won show we hi in show densu efi western region ene wo ma be fans wo ma na aba betru ha efe na asalaja no enhwe bi wa ha ayefe no enhwe ba ko so ha efe no obom ho so ye enhwe enti se enhwe mienu we ebe dwane asalaja ebe dwane densu siu no enti asalaja ha no enhwe ekase pa na so hwe nipa da se ni omega na fo hwe bebi o ma failure o mudi siadan na enhwe to enya sam kitu akra enti enhwe fi ha ne kase se sabridge we na amampeni atamos eye ya edi efa asalaja edi eko Dwabo Ase eni kaswa hwenso ne kase
eti one would baby adensunsuo ne fa no baby o se ono ankasa nya ne ho etene fa no okwabenane a wote mamu a wo se mra ye adwuma akosi dan ho yakọ fele ho just say ye ba be si dan ho na nsuo no bunka mfa so na ne bufu na wotere ba kurom no nante mo so a na madwalai ebusa se nyame ade no o ye yesa Yawo city authorities, yawo assemblies ahodwa empanifo mako suku a omo wa body krata kese ededa no a e wo so mo hwe na mra ye adwuma e wo mamu ha. And all these people, they have failed. They have failed this prosperous, so much promising country. So maya, your man penyo di kajina simpia so eka say ye baba prove to the whole world said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. And penifo ne ye do minor some and conform my power mo so mo ye sase yensu de ye kwa ye ho ban and then wo mom and na makwan am ye di yen sase yensu and ye kwa ye ho boni say baby say kwa ye ni nyina kwa baby aya sase pradadam komanso na kwhwe ko eye dompem pepiase na kwhwe se de ho sitie sa dompem potem wo no ehọ na merekuduka the deputy minister for lands and natural resource ehọ eno wo ye mrasebedwafie wo mrasebedwani wo en impeso aso no in fact to the sense na no na PSC eka wo TV so to the sense wo kọ ho a amanfo a wo ho de omo se tenetene ne so hwade bia Erastus eko hu ye e wo manzo nwura nimu baako wo ko hu sa China for yo a omo ni working permit number 1 China for ya yenim kwa mo fa so mo wura krom ha no matiasi eye asasi so atiasi kwa ye yirimo e no mo se o mo di mfidi akase edwi no mo dwi no magu tutu asase no funtum asase no Erastus bo wura mu ade okohu ni se asrafo e no mo ntade gu adakadan mu ntabodan bi mu e na o mo ntade no so ya twetwe mo din e wo so e chesa mpa we ye Ghana asrafo. And you know, when Erastus was narrating this story to the colleague was joining you, saying Okano, Asrafwa, Womono, Yaduma Conso, Moko Bonsa, Sene Quaya Hombine, and a woman mum, and a Efwa, Abwa Boni way, so shady away, mommy.
So I understand the militiaman that is on our screens right now, the one who was on his phone, he was talking to his boss. Can you tell us about that conversation?
Yes, when we went in there that day, the team arrested the Chinese over there. You know, by law, the Chinese are not allowed to even go into mining.
Yeah.
So that's an illegality in the first place. They arrested them. They took hold of the entire area. And then this man you see making a call was the first to enter the yard. That military officer entered the yard and asked us why we were invading the premises. And then he started making calls. The name of the person he was calling is in the recording that we do have. And then he told him that we have come there together with some policemen. So within a couple of, just about 15 minutes, then vehicle after vehicle full of armed military men kept storming the area, as you can see in the video. This one will come and then military men will get out. This one will come and then they will get out. A lot of people, and they were not happy that we were going into their tents. We found some of their paraphernalia, uniforms, guns in the wooden sheds within that particular mining site in the forest. And
which shows that they stay there.
Yeah, they stayed there.
Okay.
And they were not happy that we were getting into those things. And then within a short time, about an hour.
Thank you, Rastos Asar. Don't go home, so many didn't come out. And I Okatache, Bev, Okatache. I'm dedicated Neton to Zanzani to you. Look, I was here in a canocre. Look, TF4, time check, and Yayabre. And say, no, I was here kayaking and it's champagne for the Rastos. Wouldn't be a new bayard drinks a that in yes, I dear you. May I trust a bra? What is our normal way but to Janama for us at Tata or Machi?
Medase. Sabe Pepe, ye yes, I did.
That's right.
Sabi environment, no, I say no, your money and none and how much
okay.
And in the year, dear Muntini.
Okay. Well, your screen Susie here, or more share Power 979, Facebook Live, and a Facebook TV XYZ Live, where screen Susie here. When him the one if I on a Facebook or said Nibia, what got to one Mansungu Muhana. What they a year phone pink color as a the cover they pink and I would get you no one workers and come up and an would you know why an friend was one you're calling a day.
Power the fam.
Yo, my Minkah said, saw video a few me last year.
That's right.
I call a year upon Prama Forest Reserve or down section. Now, your net tax force, Ministry of Environment at the time, and some almost said. Yan kwache illegal miners a wongremo na ye copy hono ya boss searcher ye hu say soldier for eniema soldier for tuo omo body armor any omo uniforms omo din bubom e wongremo ho ne kwansi ye boss search na ye hu ye Chinese for ne ade ho na ye hu say soldier ni bi di tundra sa soldier ni na hu say o kasa o video no o di tundra be bra in room and I feel or chief phone or status or friend in penny poor. I do a mobile room. See, I'm a boss, mine or say forest no on your money. You know, or no, in an recorded. Or friend in penny for no bomb my money. See, Quincy Bear said 30 minutes. Cafe, soldier, whole night soldier for just a soldier for Barbara Diasanum, or Pierre Cuckoo. We can't wait be seen as soldier for years, he can't wait be seen as soldier for years, just a soldier for a walk for more papa no bino, Nanya.
Some video now be who a contam mining a lorry be a seagull. Does it mean that a contam mining for Nana year, Juma Wana? There be a hawker and ya contam mining and far contam mining or a hawk a year, will be a friend of Donald Chia. Imperial Heritage Mining Company Limited. No, and I Juma actually also owe to me Krata. I am man of one young Juma Umremo say a yellow crown, I say yellow crano. Okay,
high end soldier for and I airborne home buying.
Erasmus fast tracking to and say with some man boy would it to enemy and the one casa would you when you may sure say be crampo be ama camera so ama man saying in a no with some information where we him send what is a man penny air casa say no and what them for any other barber share to get them say I say I feel so here or Martin Pebu a yammer and nimini our casa oh where coquasa would ye a year coffee bento of Imani Africa workers man penny 2 minutes on some one casa na bet me to an ammonia fina who could deny him for any man. Erasmus no cranning a minimum who you'll be our canocre. You don't tell him say you are a blunt person. No cranning a enemy. So called renewed effort Eddie Bibi Beba.
Mamini can say even soldier for video away. Listen there, so that was more years you no the results almost found to job is in there.
Wow.
I say, near President Bayo Kumasano, I quite to say, Penny Asuma say, Cofre, Asuma Simami. That Okoyeno, Asuma Sino, as one friend, no asaba no abeka kire panimu no say akoye no ho o se na den no afre no so mba babo amane so ho asa no makofre no ebi no
wow
so sa niama video a obeyi wo panimfo animi that video ni e dia to abonti bebre ye na ni ne ekoso eti ehun hia se wo yi kire ye say dia na wo ya fa ho
that's right
aso also evidence ya ma evidence I'm the better any drone footage. Akonta mining, except Canon Nimri Forest Reservoir, or yeah, Juma. I would trap forest in a good form. I say, while ministry, I was share and success war, they are better to just say, or need to me say, or yeah, Juma or Forest Reserve. It's the idea now here, evidence being any uncle family war. Ninja say, Papa na akoye winti no. Bejidi yese nensa kunachi anya dia obetimi
na wo
renewed fighting pa say ye galamse fofo de I just president was ababi
obeba bi wo henfa
na they say to me crowd wa ukra to me una control Ghana Armed Forces police council what is so to me and now say young quachi papa is here no say you go pamno free why be pamno chano no ntimi nya no dia fight ben the FO fight you me who fight president fight the state I say bia o timi say ni akowura tano ni me forest reserve ni akwache no ni start to at the fabra kwaso
Erasto
mo akanjina no wa fi asia tiki prosecute and no never mama dwan ba so say bia why na dwan so ye adwuma
na sansi dia ene wan hwa wabamba bu ana
abam de ye central for ye be kwaso ne o se ye ne o se de ba bonte de be ba ye be kwaso de apa na temamufo e na samre me e say asa ye bumfui
asa de yi
because ye bumfui if you say yeah, yes, say you. What you could be as they say, won't mean no so, what's one so free. And I did call for Makogu no by so. One man so down temper, I have sent unti, who the goose when ye now be hiding near to 1 year. And yeah, it is consider bang. And I did to me a share and penny for his almost has all my anno. Now, when you're my Jumano. Almost say you one there, then yeah, found.
But that's
another question, yeah. Also, in Buseo.
Erasto, see any question with so no say pa no bre and what daja when Yama no pay and what Dwabo Ase power 97.9. Next week, my book must why. Power show. Erastus. Erastus, as I don't get Busha for Nona, Yanani Casa, Dwabo Ase power 97.9 and a TV XYZ. Look, Yanina, I said, yeah, was here. You better show after Christian Council. That's what Christian Council, Movement Council. Because look, Christian Council, Peace Council, way about down the peace and security of this country. So why are you not speaking? Council of State in Pennyfo, ya power, man Penina Casa and a power, Merapono Maho, say 1 pound, Namumbe to the phone, a dear footwood, Namode Mano. Wabra ya shese wo mwanka san kofo e na atiasi nwuram asrafo mo bo abonyefo ho ban asrafo mo bo China fo a ene Ghana fo a wo mo say yensase ye kokoi ni ensuo e ho ban sanu ma wa nyina mo hunu ye Ghana fo a mo de mo ho de mo nsuo adane dan nyina te se de Raso Sky no mo ko afuoma sansuo ya na mo bubi na mo de akogu nubaye so ama nubaye so no enti mo hunu de ekoso Ejebiasa Ghana ebadani asase prada dama wurim de besi ekom ena bede yan wan hwa Ghana bedru mirabi ya be kransuo ena fira manone ye kransuo fira manone nso ba krom ha wurim ba bia ne bo no beko already nsuo 50 pesos impo ye ntimi nto ye ntimi nto nsuo 50 pesos na mpo ensuo a ya kra fira manone a ya da fefa ayi port na ho duties ne ho kroneba ho to ahodo na yesa de atoso na eye de water nsuo no so ese pa ne fasudie no de san fasudie no ho sika atoso no de atoso se brabeto nsuo no na wo to nsuo baby be 500 cedis await me ensuo ba ko sachet water yes to 500 Ghana one drop baby ye bedu no. So you see, the onus lies on us. Giant Memufor 1992 Constitution, first chapter, no, except baby a 2 minute free bar. And let nobody frighten you. Let no bagger wire person. Obia and we can just say, we need to me be a so better Bacasa and penny for him. Castle manim, yet you manim copies, one bad yet today. Obia to your foco. Obia to your she will chroma. So long as said your way, and it your cano, a form of a criminal, Obia to your hay. And Ranama who can say, who bet you watch our day. And Ranama who can say, who bet my bedroom to my dear, and yet I would war. Said a bayer, your bedroom penny for drink, as it no ma, a here so, no my yet, dear Tenny Eddie Amaye. Abraham Libiton to Zanzai 2 way. And then Mamma go Facebook Live. Mamma share live our TV so Mamma tia radio some pim and me who manimuda. Naso no pebia more gidia where you move, and unti Mosama da jetinam radio so radio home ebetia. And I may catch us say, I should yet dabino in so. Say ye bay dear three, and yes, sir, ye coso tiraho, Emma nada, there be a ye man penny for that day. I must say, nada, na sanya, bedru ya sorry them. Ubitisa grad that be dada, benit so. Yet now, your massa subanway, I be say, I should not be kind of home, and no nest say on my. I should ye be there so. Pa! She.
The actual retail price is
Cine, exclusively on HG Plus channel 115. Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144, or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at Myjohn, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories.
If a cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, miye busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye wonhyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account, ɛne daso wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ɛne de akeka ho. Press Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na wɔn nso wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank, ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank, entime pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto checks. Check.
Autochecks. Your safety, our priority.
Auto checks.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always brave, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
Still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto checks. Check.
Autochecks. Your safety, our priority.
Auto checks.
Ifo kra na menyisika. Edia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi yebusia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, akuokuo abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the keka ho. Press Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Me damwase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission. Check.
Alignment. Check.
Brakes. Check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Autochecks. Check.
Autochecks. Your safety, our priority.
Autochecks.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hwehwe ya hodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekuokuro bosia, susu account. And that's all our savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka home. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Me damwase.
Suhum Rural Bank. Growing our heritage.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
Let's assign a pegati. I see.
To no mefro.
Also, the operator do kechuku.
Oh,
okay. Me, I'm a main man.
Okay.
Only a semper back.
Me say, Obi de koto wache.
But you're interested.
We de we Obi koto wache na. Wache ura shito na yana no hye. Eti okoduro na oka se mesra ya shito no mane no so. Sere be ya me yem be free. Mame really say maybe watch it.
Shito la odi.
Odi ayo pegati.
But I no pay to me here watch a pan no to say
and you make a cotobia.
So na unya cocoa ya chick a crad frano when ya salad kakra gari kakra oh my god na when ya macaroni kakra
what do you see?
What do you want to do be and papa oh my god. Kwame Kroma Ase ya ben de ya chat for na ahwefo ni
and I make a ahwefo ni etie for say answer na bebo so him we do one be no we election powerhouse yeah build up to NDC homo constituency elections no and ye ni be kire ye Clote constituency na abakwasem bi o no ye pie na ya hwese the dynamics in the form adani wonsem no esitie na ye dia tudwa wa bro moko o mabato but answer na no
Kwame yewram na emrante so boy adwuma Sha Francis said why steady jack camera yachi Kofi the boy ne really Elvis mo Raf Peter MPA munya mo boy adwuma yachi am no pay what mo nkoso nya adwuma sanso no ba pastor oba papa bi
on said we see a new star
god
we choka na pie ana mremudia no so pie kama
Esther the boy adwuma me say parliament pan or Desmond and then watch in a ministry. Back Kwame Accra brother. I no pay Ubu to North Kaneshi. Yes, so dear said they are Mubiamu go, you know. A brother in Tiasia so. Etimetia Accra brother. North Kaneshi ya Mutie Sabri. And Back Kwame boy Brahma Safumu Liberty Assembly of God.
That's right.
Mechacha Munina Sofu Penny Reverend Dr. Samato Bento no Hokeni Mama Florence Bento Mechama no pay Mr. Alote. And will be a mute and a moshe and a pay yet
chief translator kasa anyway we nyame adwuma and o ya wo de mane yeye
what say
eti munyina munya nyame adwuma that's all go gina yi keyboard no miemia wo bia ba ko bia ehira ba ko pi ehira ba ko pi ba ko bia ehira ba ko
eti eya na sofo ne ka chere say we nyame dwuma ya nyisika titu mo amoto nyom ne mo amobo keyboard na ya nyisika ye na nyame sha but ya na safo mani bi nsu bisa se ba Kwame asobi hia sika ye bo afore
yes
but asafo ba hia sika de e bibia o si nyame beye
ye be bo bia no amamo
asafo ba hia sika ye se momo mpa ye nyame beye but asafo ni hia sika de e bo afore je eno ase chele se
e bia nsori ni bi baba bia me kon de enya ne sa
okay but some majority no o si nyame beye to na ye de ye boy afore wo dollars
on fire
yesterday greater than the your boy $4
yeah bisra nana hima atitidi echi ya wa say e dey sembebo e dey na wani you're doing a lot of greater works here, you know
what I see yeah gidi the big wiem na safo ma ebre oh nyame hu ya mobo Ghanaian Times the Bokata most authoritative newspaper ene na bodini enu ti na nsori ni bi o aba Kwame omo de ye mfredin ese ye ba fore wa 10,000 fabra ne owo bia nyame asem ni nya ka okuma pa ne owo bia fabra most authoritative newspaper eye na bodini enu mu ha o the Reverend Amishada Owusu amo amfoni ato kromu ha emperefo mu didi enim dodo na ya asafo mpenefo asofo na so ye nkoye nim adentia
kama ya bodi edin o ha e no munyina nso ni mprichi o de wanye sofo no wakaso wo prichi a kire wa ho o sebefem oh why are you doing this to Jesus Christ
just say
why are you doing this to God it's about to answer them with one moon is saying why ana mo man for cheche nyame tumi ne sa
ba Kwame na me bovra Ghanaian Times katafeto sidunsia wo ba mane say Ghana Revenue Authority enu ti no de ameshada owusu amoa sofo a na da ba na revenue wo be call retirement ye na kwana mrante ne mra wo say wo matumi a prosecute na say ye de businesses enyuma makomako aduanan wotwe 48 akogina kwota bom ko edu say wo mo entua etuo esa say wo omudru ho no ye bisa say Vata what you are found invoice baby ni ho. It is a enyuma na makomako 48. And according to Ghana Revenue Authority Commissioner General Reverend Amishada Owuswamwa ye do mo ejina court ne yabo mo kwadu ese etiamra kra section 80 at the Revenue Administration Act ye tintim ne mfempem ye no dunsia 2016 Act 915 no cassette ya dendende ba Kwame wo be business wo kromu ha na wunti ato aden
dey no motive for mo free for how long and as uncle for ya no muntia to your muso mo ya say 48 for how long have they been doing this adentina na ye
Kwame what maba Kwame Enterprise matade
amen
asa amen matade wo be issue invoice amame na jejeje medem sasha medem from men farmer chese bi ni ho kra wo dey ma wo it at the end of the day no ye beba ne abaya akonta no ye nhye den hu ne ma aba kwa me waton na se wo bo man ne kro no aha nti
e good ye nchi omu nyina
sa na ye mfa enkoye
me bompa se we so be nhwe so de me wo se ye kata mfonyi bi ani
wo mu bebre bra kwa me wo de nya wo pre nya botem daily graphic daily graphic Twitter la kwesi every day Nigeria na National Alternative Employment and Livelihood Program Nile boy I mean who said the Minkah nimpo
Nile
na wasem womo are provided jobs oma bonyuma makomako empema de watwe 80,000 ediama emabunu ne amanfo abakwame na womo ewo communities a womo etu galamsey
okay
eti se abanse munya illegal mining na se munya galamsey tu eti esafo no esase na womo na mu galamsey so se ne nyina abakwame ya safo mo adwuma mu se adwuma bone na mo ye no munsiesi asase
omo yesai
80,000
o sa ahomo ye wo hemfa hene
ba Kwame communities ne de yenye
ye wo mfonyi bia ye be yi bia kire so omo yes adwuma na sunsun anso aba dabai no mo kire asase omo yes anwuma dabai krata ne kan
ba Kwame de oka ewo ha ebi a mebo wramu du akira na mehu dia but na pani ono na edi wo mo enim Dr. Louis Carroll sewa donko na wone daily graphic do bokata no etwetwe enkomo na wode ensem yi okay bra Kwame communities ni ye edinkra na fufuo ewa santimantemu akwatia kwaso ewo eastern region akotom ewo western region na techire ewa hafo wan hu din na obobo no wo betrace no abre sasa kwati akwaso eastern region me shada ni mu
right
so ya me home region
kwaye dotomu I got to review.
Na bra Kwame o say na mo say dwumadi so say ya fa ni pay 80,000 no. One more eboa ya ma yetumi duadua enua be 20 million. O ma ye fa o madwuma mu no.
20 million dey say so. Look, the distraction that ya cause no. Enye 20 million dua aye dua e na betima asan siesie eye kwaye no say. E de na kwate bia dada e wo mu. Enipa 80,000 po mu
ba Kwame na wo bisa say brebe na ye hyase okay afie twam no na my penny akufuado pa Nile
hontoma
na so fa adwuma senche
na so fa ye nua say
20 million
enua
na say na wo mabo adwuma ba Kwame last year na say ya pa hontoma na 20 million wow
enua na fe ni adua na say
aso madua
enyini
na bra Kwame dua ye dua na last year de say nyini egusu din hini
okay aye bo ho ban de
ye bo ho ban eti o ma ensan ko ye gala ne bio gala for ye semo munya semo say ensa say Ghana Water Company Limited o mo san hwe ye kra be kaka ba Kwame ye nya nsuo yes say mo de say ye nsuo no wow eti almost ban say equipment omo de ye adwuma na ense no na ema costa womo ediye production no ekosro Yababra yesamo my penny akufad one abem penny for more money more na mutu galamse munya na ye ho ntoye wa say Ghana sikase mede kwaje abasobo of France my penny akufad bisa ho just be honest na ebisa ho say wo ba ye adwuma ban pa na wa ye ntia wo hia abasobo say into what say taxpayers money bra Kwame e to kwai say wo fa private jet say presidential jet na wo call your cry no ye go su probi na what say secretary dey say dey call France wo call no ho kani na call ye mo ta akodi mani account ene aban mu penifo nkaye ene call ye bra Kwame adan amekoje abasobodie
wa bra o mine what crisis mo ye wo galamsey crisis your economic crisis. Look, your amemo crisis. Mampenye to find Kojaba somebody at this time.
Then why I see a tiana ye juma ye can news and I say ye a juma ye not wow show modimon quenimu now a sign ball hon samrani. A cussing. My penny kufuado. Are you back Kwame a prosy say one match Patricia Ase Dua ya tafeno Nana Grada.
Nidiendo. What's your friend say?
Patricia Ase Dua. Na me say bra Kwame Bible say yemfeni di mane ese no.
Thank you.
Mame Patricia Ase Dua. Why you reverend? Enter post for mon channel so be kra sa mo post na mo de to Facebook no mon kwa yensiesie wo. Ese Reverend Patricia Ase Dua. Ya cheno. So I will back Kwame. Why you nyame ni po? Wow, heavyweight dempo ministry. And one so for penny awada asafiano. And according to a post farmer ne boni pebi boni kwa do say wabu o mafaso. It's a wedi kaka ansem. Wabu o mafaso. Sa. Eti yachine se omrana womeboa enhwehwemu san say ebi a Oscar say fesika bra na memmo ho amount 85 million what the bar ubenya 10 million what the 50 million bar ubenya 100 million one you see how gullible we are
your videos ni bi ho yenyi paako anamienu bi na yemfa mbata asemi a daily graphic e dia betu dwa me so my ready sa videos na ye boabo no agrada de no fa to so no omuntie amanfo na ansemo
Evans champion international ministry also for gather sorry for now and say anajo that was Friday and then Saturday I want be sorry but there is a confusion you see wa bajo kasa e bajo
ba sorry na also ba my sika wajo obi 20 million bi 10 million 5 million waji confusion sika bebe we no sister na so de be manu aka amount na the program be na abano
okay intimate na kana say o ka chemo say na obechesika ana ya pon sorry waji musika gina yes lorry fair kra boss bla lorry fair kra waji mo lorry fair
papa we waji the 10 million
aju 10 million
10 million
no problem wow eti ya je obi 10 million tineni abrepa o se ma me video ni kwa mo person ni kwa ba video no eti wa o hwe na ekoso wa asori ma no mu ni o ebi freche as far as winning bar
kaba kwa me obeto skedwuma ben no wa ya ma maame mekwa evangelist mama pat ba kwa me edwuma ben na wo asafo ba no wa ya ma evangelist mama pat nti a won che wuska eto da sabe ya dwimu omre too much na mesa prosefo just Dr. George Kufu dampare ede ni musa maame agrada munya ne no nko evangelist mama pat munya ne no nko ba kwa me say DP say woni madwuma ya woni mo ho aho say chama wontumi wo nimri forest aba kwa me wo say ye kwaye ne oba de ne pa etwe ho ahia namwa no mo na nam ho wakoche wo mawie nie abayi mo mpedefo de aye ye kromu aba kwa me wache wo mawie na wakoche evangelist mama pat Kwame, woman no nko baby. Say there ya shasi movement na shasi we stand with Mama Pat.
Free Mama Pat.
Free Mama Pat. Free Mama Pat. IGP free Mama Pat. One quarter will be a black Kwame. One fat say between si will be so one fast can see will be so say if I will see breme. nipa na free ni pesa ya mpase oji sika free wo mo ho a wo mo na free wo mo pem de koye ba kwa me ya kwa so bi ya mo afare
yebo
afare ete bia wo do 5 million aba wo do 10 million aba
wo so be double sika no
ba kwa me se ne wo ba afare a na double wo ba afare a na double eti wo ginyame asemodi no wa tu so anamo
evangelist and lawyer
evangelist ba kwa me wo ba afare 5 million 10 million 20 million and I wo didie say nyame nam ne tumi so be ma evangelist mama part adobo wo sika na mo eti we approach for munya no nya hwehwe wani mu dam pare adwuma na wo hwe ese wo ye no bomodian na ma wani nkoso na ye celebrity IGP na munya mama part ma onko ne baby sabia Christopher Bakwame ebra wie du say ye ma ye ni da ho Bible say ye ma ye ni entinye ni frefo say abo.
Thank you.
Eti evangelist mama party sabio me bi atwam na so ye konfo enche bia wo se masakra maye nyame nipa prekopa wo se mate asove still ye woni pa bebra wo mu edwane a wo
na no kra wo bo mu kokose ni din part no osen besesa no e dia kwa grada na ye ade bia e wo se e chia manfo bibi se subai na wo ho enkoye Adana sabe mo adwemu omrasa baby yedru ba kwa menyamesu mu wiase baby ekoi still na chese we no se mama part e ka se sabe wukunu fase tu na duanimu ema ni wo de beto wakase sabe fa otito na memfase kan entwa na wuti ne besa siso a wo de beba munya isa na mo adwemu o medodo pose for munya ma me na onko ne baby ba kwa me yebre na so no
na the daily dispatch of Bokata factory reliable factual eye Nigeria wo se my penny John Domini mama my penny papa bi oti yenimu wa mansemu papa wa word na okoje ye congratulations na wa say papa pressure done so enya sem ketwa say I share no say set bia say flag bearer na de obenya na running mate or fefe a party ni mu ebisi won fanfra akama mu ebisi won enti pressure too much daily dispatch of Bokata
onim say pressure ni free
a party mamu
obodi
also on empenifo bi twetwe nko
empenifo bayi
empenifo bi wo party ni
wa mo
eti sesi ade anu ayede e na wode mfoni bi aba Sylvester Mensa o ha do ajaho opofosu amakofibua professor na anaje opoko agema wonye silekwen wo munya mfoni da aba Kwame wo munya nso nya etese ni paketo eti no mecha me ma me akua kese wa wubutu enkokoko man emu ene kofuo nyina mecha mo me ma me bi mama one honorable as Efia Santua ajukum so ubutu obomodom ya bra mecha wa no pe ba kwa me na wo say
okay election powerhouse ye mo wait till Clote constituency abakwa sam ketwa bi wa bra ye build up to NDC constituency elections no ede ne nimfa sa empeso yi so aye wo so yi ene enoma mahunu wa bato kwa so ene noma edane ne ho wa bra ye kwa bato mu de ede nsem ne bi no ho
ayo na dia wacha ne se won se ba ne Clote kola ene abakosem emukra de na chese ye yi omo fi mu enye ye bra na chese abrofo no edi yen so ena adiem na wose efi 1992 abato mo edibesi sabe no ye yi omo efi abato ehun nsemu a enye ye kurasan se efam ye bi te se osu laboni asalam down adabaka makola Kwame Nkrumah circle mo ene ne important match se ne odododio ena chese omo share boundaries na wose over the years no womo ejina bia ewo abato mu no eyade akwani mu pa yenhwe efi 1992 mrashebedafo ya aba na chese 2020 abato mu de Dr. Zanato Ajima Rollins ono ana chese wojira mu besi sabe 2016 na ya Dr. Zanato Ajima Rollins ya na 2012 Niama Ashite 2008 Niama Ashite Krona 2004 ni edu documente 2000 ni edu documente ya na chese ono MPP and afe 1996 David Lamte NDC 1992 EW Norte NDC International Acquire Constituency be a string.
That's right.
Eko benkum na benifa. Yes, anko NDC ebeko MPP. Anko NDC ebeko MPP. Now so a frame 2008 Edi Babesi 2020 the Kwame eye NDC ena Edi Akunyana. Na yewo enipa bi anase etitiufo bi so omo so krote kole hono. Womo aye dwemtrafo ede ama yoku no free mesantini bakwa memfa di na ntudana
ye mo no tew na fe ochina ye ba ni asa beto aso.
Okay eti Harizako na oye
Harizako
Harizako ene ya ne sen yo no ye chairman wo protocol ho Bashiru Alima wono so oba be ye chairman Leaford Papo Kwashi no the later call resign contest as a parliamentary candidate na one Dr. Zaneto Rollins Nigeria ya will lose Dema 2020 abato no emu na ose ni Leaford Papo Kwashi yade ya one Honorable Benjamin Kote Nikwe ba Kwame heidie
okay
okay
one na ye dey.
Okay, Honorable Benjamin Kote Nikwe, one a babesi Leaford Papo Kwashi, anemu, edi babesi Sabri. Eti Sabri ya kwa batu osono. Eni pami ye nubi nswe yuwamuti. Epaso wamo prese jontrafo edi mama yukono. Honorable Benjamin Kote Nikwe, ena onone current chairman, ena fe Justice Amalai Tete.
That's right.
One also baby one your constituency treasurer. Was just kasamo so or person or baba your chairman. 80 se see at the contest no. Emwa ya den pa. E wo krote koleho. Who is who? E ko e the man Justice Samale Tete. And I say Benjamin Kote Nikwe ena ekodiama na ma ana emwa ya de paint no eduwa ye bewu baby asisa de bode ho ebefa Honorable Erikopoku meche wa no pe ena yan nyina ya papa Abraham Kumse sabe wabiem goyi wo hwe yen enso ye ma good morning ebra kwa me akogan meche akogan
ohwe bedase eti we election powerhouse ni power 97.9 afenso TV XYZ o tanya me ya doma other areas and other positions no. And they said, yeah, and want some city and I get a bebramo. Kaisa will fear her ya, no was it, or feed ye da. Now, dear cheat, Wabra NDC, a man your kuno, a quaquatuaba. Yanania Omres is here, you buy a twy and common, so Bamo TV.
If a cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, mi ye busia ato taxi fofo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ahodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account. And it does wo ho savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu mi aka se.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hours.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforidua Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Autochecks. Check.
Autochecks. Your safety, our priority.
Check. Autochecks.
So I will share ATA Dwabo Ase our Power FM na Fenso TV XYZ na enkomo no eye gadam say enkomo no ye dia na wotwe etwa mu ebesi ene fiada na etwa mu no ye ne Dr. Ben edi enkomo mo kire ba bia osusu se Ghana de nani kira ebefa bene ye hwe ya sofo no mpanimfo no so e wonse na no ebra na mama wa ba mu no asofo mpanimfo tai kasa pa na ye wo eye prophet Buama e wo fidie mu ha ono so wa adwenkire sonko bia what about Betudra Titu? 1 year now, 20 a yedrum bebezo a yedre, and a foot to be on so what, or better in terms of near ye bet my said by a bay who a free star and semi abeto or my Ghana. Prophet Wama, Memoacha Wakwaba,
Mejo Sonana,
but that's a pass of video, yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yeah, about fire, you have a bomb pie, you have a bomb pie, a radia that was sick. Say you become a man. Good answer. A job was second to yes, and Yayeno. A cheer baby. To me, bomb pegus to say, dear me be ye, a beco memu, no man peniati, nin crofati, near a dream the I book yammy mine. Can you say our mine in so say our main, and Cassun Joe main. Already cheer ye, no more bush penguso. Amen. Amen. Afa prophet ya just saw me hwe yesu eno ne yede ato screen so esu nani ahuri na anu ya brem anko ote ne ba bia wonka obi a na afi wachiga no ate asicha bi no wabawura manfo afiefie menam so nti na manfo akadem mo ntimi nko ba bia prophet wo no ma we a epemo say de na nyameka eyemi ya nyameka kire me biribi ye beto aba no na Ghana fonti was say we be di manso no entie de Bible no kanwa o man ko didiki na me beka Isaiah no biatibi me yire beka nyame di god no ma ye de wan kan kire ye se yentu enkonsuom na tete no ye tu won chen nyame ase wo kan no de sha asase mu no de wa asase mu no ena na ne yetu nye de wonsuom de bi. Wow. Then ye koton se koton ye maima ahoho ebi ye chana ebi ye sei waka obeka ne Bible no number ye no omu de wonsu ate ye de nse dimbrichi kwawu se wonu o men de be ko no e be kwa mane mu afi be na aka asase mu e bronya be no e be twa mu no okay e ya afra se e nhye nkom wow ni ye sipe e jafe ne kwan na me kako efabusu nyina na me pese nya me ka ni picture Ghana mpanimfo ni penyina ni asofo a yaka ya no atum wasi so ye sofo no ma bo a wonso waketua na me de meka do waso untie nyame na eka nyame ye twa konkro ne ka
yo ye bebie ye trosem no mikita kuapem tro konkro no ye bie odifo Isaiah engoma no etia eye aduenu enum Isaiah 15:5 eho na making kan afri o say mekuma esu ema Moab
bacho papa ena mekuma esu mam
nyame na eka say
nyame na eka o se ne kuma esu ma Ghana ko
na adwanefo no akodu so
ene ni pe dwane hye ni pe gunso mu a galamse hwe kibi obi antumi anda ebi no ma se hwe dam ebi eye obi antumi anda diensu nya baabi mfa Bremu nye baby mfa gold nti. Omani mo. Go.
I say, na John for akodu so, akodu Elgrad Cecilia na Lu hits afro no.
Ene.
Wodi enso fro ye.
What ene enso afafro. Ene papa, we shep ayi tui. Yenye papi. Na no mo kasa say afrafa.
Yes.
Ene nu amotono e bro enkade die.
Nto mo hia sika pie.
Hia sika pie ato. O man pani mi pache onyame si entu gold. Nya sa no si entu nisu. Wo so ya de fufuro. Ayo nipa o. Ayo di o man ne bo. Chie no. Nya nyankopon nya gunyam. Sese nyame so obo Ghana yie. Enso na Ghana dani aweho. Wutimu a yewu. Yewu de yakọ nye ne yeka.
Na heronium kwan mu no. Wama oseye adwetwa so.
Papa ne odwatwa esu na ebe. Usu yabo mesu, sofu osu, wo biare esu. Die ne no ma seye wonsu.
Osu.
Die ne bed ase wonsu.
Osu.
Die ne dan bu wonsu.
Koko kwani isu.
Yesu. Gold nti.
Yes.
Die waton the cocoa. One shall us waton you. With nyane man.
Come de no.
Good waton good. Obehwe assassin say, e no could be. Nyame so soon in mind. Nti Minkah kire wo manga na say God do ayetu no. Yense sano. Ye sensu.
Na nimre esuo no asɛ poto.
What? Ase me na me try.
Nasari adwan.
Na me try.
We nyame asem.
Na me patcho mo mo ni adanse ma. Me na me try.
Hwe kronkron ni nie.
Wo sensuo na dane poto.
Ewuramu no eni ho bi.
Ene kohokɔhwɛ ye tumra nyina to agu. Ene kwa ye wen. Kokibi kwa yim. Ba bia ye prada. Eni kwa ye. Nyame se Minkah enti na mama betra papa openikase wanim. Se nyame se minsuro. No munya na ntom be bisia ya hwe ya afia be ba no Ghana fo be dwan. Nyame nsuo ne yesen no. Nyame ye obofo me nsuo bia. No bofu tumi kasa. Oso prophet hwe. Ghana na dani awrehoe. Nsuo to ege baby mfa. Awo akonkrofo dem afi ye kan yaketwa.
Na abofo no omoda so ehwe nsuo no.
Say you want
na nsuo na ho. Eti abofo na adwane.
Adwane. Am kwa se ni pengubu.
Abofo ni ho bio.
Oye den.
Wow.
Wo kam ntie. Difo be kam bebo no. Enti asofo akwa no atum. Eni edi awreho. No so de koka. Maba be ka. Obi ntie bi. Nyam dam tron ye. Osi nsuo na dani afro.
That's right.
Good. Ntima me ko obeka sika bi ko.
Me patro ye ko ye nim no na ye ko Isaiah ho aiti ye
tie
aduenum mienu Isaiah 22 verses 8.
Munhwemi o mikasa
na obeyi da so enkata ho no
obeyi ni da so enkata ho no wonyi ye eda no
wodi wani wa beto kwa ye fie
what wodi wani beto kwa ye fie
enumu akode no so
sikanji
na David kro no emu paipaye no
mu
behu se aye bebre
papa
bo bi beka se we die David kro na Ghana ye die
Ghana nyame kama Ghana die si David kro mu no na be Ghana ha no yenka se papa kwa ya ye den emu papa ene ko be biara hwe ha crash bota ye ni den ade be mo ma na ye no ya se no ko mami
o se na maboa se otade no mu ensuo no
what maboa se otade mu ensuo no
na mo be kan Jerusalem adan na mabuhuru adan no
nyame se di pu no afuru
se mo de rewa ofasuo no
mo se mo de be wa ofasuo mo je ho
na mo betwa akọ ewo ofasuo na bie no ntem ama otade no dada no emu ensuo no na nso mo renhwe ne a oye ade no
what na mo tumi ka yesi nyamia yesu ahen yesi eyesumesi
DC
yeme na mo hu ni panso oye mo ana maye eno otare
mo na ye
na onya ma bani ni wo ye ni nana ye ni ahemfo
yes
wo nyam so mo na ye
ahemfo no se o mutumi ne no so sa
ene nana on sorry na nyam se ni man no asen
eye nana president ma bani
bani
nana do
sorry na tumi kuta
one sorry that's what sorry na no
oh one sorry de anya adwuma one sorry na ne mpanimfo no ode ochi anu achi uchi fie a o man be yi
ochi anu ai dey
e man be yi na ufie apro ebe na o man yi me so for di machi obo adwaman me si ja adwaman me so me bo be no ajai
yenyina ya burpa
yenyina burpa nti me ka kire o man pani se wo chi fie no a asase no be san yi nyame na ka
me pacho eno ni se ami so o chichi fie ne be ma o man na yeye eno ni se okoye se nhyiamu o manhia no eno ye bibia obetima ka se wo be gina so aka se e ba se bibi
wo be ka na won so ehwe ho no empanimfo ne wo kwaye mu no ohina wo kwaye mu wadua che no se wa kire o se ma ho so won wa ma kwa ma ho so obese ma ho so a nyo na ba sore nti onyame se ya me ho so di a na ba no die be hu an ye hu die be hu ne ye hu wonyame abade afa enka ne to gold mi hu bi obremu hu ye nti obremu mu ni ayeda ne atu ye din se achimo ni mbremu no betumi akasa achimo ni mbremu
so no pure water
o man paninka ene no pure water bi
x ene de ya afro
ene afro ni
ene wemu
mina ne kan
nyame na aka
enti ene meti ha no bi tufu se so man pani ahumi a wahumi ifra chiba bomuso me kanu kura kira ne se so odu mana ma ye ye dia ohu ni panifo nyame se me kan kira sa so funi ntibi nka me kan ya friend prophet boama ma sorry aba ahodi sen Ashaman
Washington
ene bi nso nkokọ ebi wo Jakubu
nti wo hwe ti akwa hunie
ebi ni mini fanda me ka sam kire ne se media nyame amfe hu anhye mu wo se me nka no kura nkire no na me bi mprichi onu anim kwawu afem mprichi mo ka kire me se me bu anchi me mo na chi no kura na me ka
eti de wo kan se wanfa edi na besi
nyame se dan me ka se wo se obebo wan ya to akene
eno ewo de ye kan no
kan obekan
baby ameka ho me konchichemu yedu no
na tie masem bi tumira
no se asafo awurade
se nyame sini
asini ko ofie pani sabi na yi a
what ko ade ne ho
yi so nchen se
o man pani se
ede na wo eye wo ha
ede na wo ye emamen
na ehe na wo no wo ha
ede na wo ha
a ritwa obuda wo ha fai
what utwa obudan se owo ni etwafa owo hwe nipa wo obuda owo ni etwafa
uri twa obuda ewo ne a ekron
what nyame ama ye de ye enam se yempe de atwa wo ko
ore ya netina bia ewo obutan mu
what ene oyo otra bia obutan mu se atu amra mame enso to ayema ebua for man no nti obutan mu no atu amra no nti afie be de ne nyankwa afro na cheche
she Erade betu wa chine ne.
Erade betu akonwa na to akene.
Obetu di akene.
Akonwa no a wote so no, nyame bufu ni wakuba de kwanenza. Wakuba sasa. Wama de kwanenza anani aboa.
Oye.
Nyame ti asoden. Ono obo ani man. Eya wodi wasisu keke. Meme ye difu wodi wasisu keke.
Etu wo kam na to nanado se.
Onyo no kokura empanimfo na
twa no achia.
Obi obedi ade no. Nipa na nyame ma obedi ade. Ena onipa na to abama ho ti o ma na sem no ma ne yi ni Nyankopon jira
yi wo brani katachie
wudi also your brani katachie
obeso mu denden na wahim wa ko se
wato akere
akowa china sase etreso
wati bebi
abeko na obeko akowu
ho na abeko akowu oi dari nya se nyame ka som chiro na unti a wadu je wuo timpa twa sase no ya fro no god na se no so mpe yenya tunye mfrinso no ho nianko baby taba no mu jandie be so nyame ani na dom ye die nyame echi tie tema asase ye fe nipa nkrofokro mame ka ho na me ya no chana fu abai wo babasia wabesi dan ye Ghana manso di ya awho tia ni nya dwani ni awho na me emi ya
Isaiah 23:2. Ose mumpoano fo. Munye kom. Sidon adwadifo. Ah wotwapo no. Eye wo ma no.
Ebe ye wo dia no.
Na wo fa enso bebre so.
No fa enso bebre so atu. Wondo na enso bebre so ba ye enso so. Ebe se no.
Usika efisi ho no ba emu.
Usika firi ha. Sika no ye gold e wo no ena mo fakọ.
Eni na ano awi e
what nana enso epra. Pra no ngina ye tu gold.
Na wo ye amama mu adwadifo.
Kayen ene nyame hye amama mu adwadifo ene hwe ya brabo. Papa me patwa dance for mo ha. Babo nyame boa hwe ya brabo. Sidon
ma waningu.
Anya Ghana mo waningu oton ye ne wu ahoho nanim China fo anim.
Na epo pumu abankese kan say.
He ene pokra bu afu e ka say.
Machim na ma wo mada.
Machim wa wo mada enda bi ni.
Manye mrantie papa ke betumi atu gold wi. Maturu maba wa. Misrim uti enkara pa.
Misim ena ho wo China 14 ka pe ene wani gidigidi ko seska ho di ba ye man. Ene ne ye di awreho. Wo mani di awreho. Abrante betumi atu. Ukọ hwa ye pro. Nanso ho ba ye mo no. Nyame se Minkah. Nyame na try.
Prophet ye bre na so. Ne krakrakra mu no. Nia etwato a obeka kire omamu mpanifo in fact including omo a omasi nkete se omo nyaaya nka ba we free wo no mo so mra emehwe oman so efutu a de mo bia ne se.
Media bi so obi obeba no. Won fa Ghana mra ne so. Nyame mra ne so. Na so ya ensuo ni de nobody. No mu brante na to abama wo no. No mu ni pe wom onko ntumi ni ade. Na fa no nyame nyankopon. Ani asofo atim na obeti hie. No mu amfaso dia da bia yebe to aba na da bia be ye won efiso mu ni nyame mra so. Me dia na sama me kan.
Very well.
Enti Bible kan enyame de otie bi no. Won nya
My car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Check, auto checks. Check, auto checks. Check.
Emission, check.
Auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
Autochecks.
Autochecks, check.
Autochecks, your safety, our priority.
Check. Autochecks.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma.
Ko sankofo no enwoma no na yenhwe nia ewo ho but wabra wo hwe no wadwenche no nsusu ye de memfa nkame me ento nka on WhatsApp no so and afeso wo Facebook live no so da wadwenche di wabra ye kwa anim no ye bekenken ni nyina mama ansan nyina etie afa ye nkwan
ngami
Iti bako.
Fintu me di kan kakra. Papa, muntie bi. Na muntie bi sentro na media. Minintro.
Osenkafo eye Ecclesiastes Jeremiah Osenkafo eti eye bako. David ba Osenkafo wodi hene Jerusalem so ensemni. Awudie mu awudie.
Awudie pao. Ye ba ebi kuta kalepo media bi huka.
O kuta de
kalepo ade de no. So be di that say no. Tie eno de besere. Ko
Osenkafo na ose.
Osenkafo na ose.
Awudie mu awudie nyina ye.
Awudie ni.
Mfaso ben no nipa nya.
Mfaso ben no nipa nya.
Ne bre a obre owie asinyina mu.
Wiase
I want to aso ko.
I want to aso ko.
I want to aso aba.
I want to aso ba.
Na asase de.
Asase de.
Etimo
da ko. O kan wo sere.
Owe pue ye.
De ka o sentiawa.
O si subonti nyina sen ko epumu nanso.
Me peshre no.
Okay, no they talk.
Ke di kan kura.
We dey Bible quiz dey eye wa o.
Di kan kura. Teacher wo kan.
Sure say teacher kai ba dey na kan ho.
Wo say. Wo be srei tiawa. No be srei ye ne de man. Mo ye de amount. Wo ba ye me hye yeso.
O senkafo eti bienu ma me kan. O say na me ka me kuma me say.
Me kam kuma me say.
Brama me mfa anije me. Me nso wo me nhwe.
Nana,
so me hwe.
Wa me ka.
Okay.
Wa me ka.
Okay.
Me na me shrine.
Dabi.
Ni so wo hwe ya na me ko. Ni di o men, hwe ni nso na afa nkrofo yi. Ghana so fo ni yenso yen kan. Me say yi. Me wura ho, me yesu Ghana. Na Ghana mpanimfo ba no doko ye ji wia na dani meko
ba yenso temamufo yenye dai
enu ne sam sore kokromoti yamodia obi be ka sam mu ade fia ade fie bia ye ohawo obi be sere wade ye ohawo uko ba bi wo se do de ma eni ohawo to aso beti
ba what to aso ye brain ti
wo be break you no who say yes the assassin adani afro enam senti wa be sere wo di amano ene bie wano kwa ho so kokku se tuo nkasa
obekasa prophet one hokani medo ase but yemfa mpai bobi because empire na chance yemfa mpai
mama bompai
ntwato
yo patro ye bompai
enkwai
osoro eye wodia asase enso eye wodia na wodi asase manima nipa ma se ye ntena so na ye nso mu na ye ni umra nsem ene wahyede nyina so na se ye diso a ene na bema ye ni aka ewo ha erade wonam wakoa so enam dwumadie fefa no pai so aka wasem e de akire Ghana man ye mpa ne se dwumadie yi ene asem a efi wakoa nu maka atu wiase nyina sumu yi erade ma ye huwo ewo sasem yi mu ewo suro mu ene ahopupuo mu na mpanifo nso a wobeti nsem yi wo hu se nyame ya baako pe na wo na wo bo ade na wo na wo sei na wo san ye ni yie na se etie wo de a obema ya tena ha enya nije boa yen obi biara wo ha na ma obi bia nso nkoso wadum ti amen
Benjamin se kire se power ayi mpanifo wo ha eni wanya wadam ha se enhira nkwa na mede ma wo
amen
wo yare ya matwam wo matwam
amen
nim diamra ha
amen
no mu wo man no mo nka no kure na de obetwa adwom bone de monu atuo nkɔ so
amen
power medisha eradinsa amen
abuziafo ene aha na yede mu besi prophet boama ene ne hokani ena atene nka no ye be ye nesisi but ena atene nka no Dwabo Ase na wuguso a wo hwe e power 97.9 ena fezo TV XYZ ye be hia bio enche bia because ye ba betena so mine ba betena se na fezo kan adwen ye de abrao e wo dwumadi so menko ba bia ye be sie
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre, mi ye busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account. Ene da so wɔ hɔ savings account. Me bada chain savings account. Ene de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Dwabo Ase.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hours.
Sure.
Check, auto checks. Check, auto checks. Check.
Emission, check.
Check, auto checks.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much.
Auto checks.
Auto checks. Check.
Autochecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, auto checks.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edi atre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hye ahodo bi te se dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo bosia, susu account. And that's all our savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And then the keka home. Trustworthiness Rural Bank was 03422918696. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Me damwase.
Suhum Rural Bank. Growing our heritage.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Sada baya muso baba kire mo adwen ansa na yama kwan ya bie kwan ne yatena se so man wabra ye ne fifi ko ete baba hwehwe nkomo Ambassador Kwame Mudo also Kwame more fire. Daniel Mama said Kwame more fire. Maria Dam said the laws enforcement agencies are simply not working. Listen, Daniel Coffee don't come. Was a good morning, Power FM. God bless you. Retain Ashi say Kwame, I really enjoyed this section you did with the prophet. God bless you. No kurane dia munko swana munka. Maria Dam say I love Prof to be the running mate for John Dramani Mahama. And you see him come off from Ben ye and come on in ye. Kofi Ben till a summer what you bet to just say, he say, a brana so mine. So my Ghana befa to hoso. Now about a yetiman for who by no was who quine. No more for Monsa and Nazo Muntua Namo, and say, and woman beer. ebeba babu eti oman nankasa ono wes wo yusu ye no say omonko din kwase asem bi ema ne be ya asem ento oman no. And he was speaking on the back of nana grada obi anim se no ye konfo a wono asie se wasachira a nanu ya obeti asore wono ankasa ni TV ano de ye yes ano ma no National Media Commission se mbekaya Mobekaya, no, National Communications Authority, Sambakaya, Motu ni TV station him, and the reason reason tia, Motu ni TV station mo, Edum ni TV station, Munim, and then was that TV station you so, Wajina so, Eshenko Fokutupa, Emo Murebet, Ebetoni Muse, Womubeti to Anamo, Abana, sorry, Sadabaya Woody Sika, Ebetua, no Wama, Sikano, Ababahum Bebrebe, Amafo P, Qua, sorry. So mo ko all night all night no sansenchire ni ACA na yebeba Kofi Bentela asem so me say go back to the videos na yentie enkofo anom ne abante na wo twa sa video no woni omudi nkomo no yentie nsem o mo kan ye eye o mo nyina so ntia wo mo tu sa na mon say wo mo kwa ma eye evangelist eye Patricia adobulo musika ene de oto mo tie we ma me mesra wo
Ghana for Mason Day. Evans Champion International Ministry. Also for Gather sorry for now. And say that was Friday and then Saturday. I want to sorry, but there is a confusion in Siwa. But Kasa.
Yeah, sorry. Now, also by my iska. Why do you be 20 million, 10 million, 5 million? I didn't confuse baby. We are not so the man one farm on. Let the problem be abandoned.
Okay. Intimate now can I say? Okacha was a no Jessica. And your point, sorry, what Jim Musika. Yes, a lorry fair cry. Lorry fair cry, what Jim Papa, I did 10 million. I do 10 million. No problem. Wow. It's your job be 10 million. Tineni abrepa. I was making video no kwa person ni kwa video. Eti wa o hwe na ekoso wa asori ma no mu ni o. Ebi freche as far as winning ba. Kuma isi kuma si fo nyina wo mu. Tamale not. Ese go for ba. Ebi si obefa akonya. Ezi o mo se
everywhere. Yeah, do you true?
Ebusia for mon fantame. Ye ankananka mo de soni e koso na no akabi akebeti ba soni nsem ni bi. Ye we de mon fantame. Hey, nanso oya mu no de ka asem we. Na oya no eye hwan na kofato e de to wo mo so. Obi ena sire omo pio matiko se omo kwaye de omo kwaye omo fo mo re enkwahye nana agrada asese wa be evangelist Patricia mu. Eno na Kofi Bentela kan wo se mo mine nsuso nsem hunu bi se so. More minor and so nsem hunu bi say eso ye ba bia phone lines ma kire ma adwen na de Kofi Bentela wo ye vice president ma Imani Africa etwe won Facebook ni wo say freedom requires responsibility. The fact say ye mamra na ma ho kwan say ye wo som bia ye betiba som ye wo eye ekuo bia ye betiba akohia na ye nyina ya tena say ye nhyiamu does not mean say ye betibi de ye ho akohye nsem hunu mu na afa abe ya de so ama man no. The state has no duty to save a person from their own stupidity. We should focus on solving real problems, not plain stupidity. Kofi Bentela say what kind? When you be atem? Answer na meko lines no. Yentie nana okay. Evangelist Patricia. Wabra no church ni yentia. Wo ye no yentie.
This opportunity. Now men can be kakra. And for video no one ever bontin eko my Reverend Mama Pats pa bontin be catch Ghana for say me chairman sorry masika no mo dia koye dwuma enti wo bia wo pese me kwa wo sika ne bi na wo de ye dwuma bra enti se wo ba obaba be fa yesu se wo kra no agye wo ba be tro wudin then you become a church member. to be a church member. Now, if you was that you have sorry. And to say, Reverend Mama Pat, my all night. Na ma chemisika ama me nsore mba na ye bia mo a dana na obedru ya wa chiro din se bia ntimi anso so a Mama Pat me nye obone me fodo wo me mo wo po obi anso nim se all night no ye chesika obi anso nim se asori bia ukwa ya ba fode menkwa na meye osofo ba me ba fode a me de camera eto so abra mi rezi fan no manko ye okukua mu me kan wo asori dem ho say aforebo no ye sha see 3,000 cedis 800 700 ebe sequence say ebia ade asa na ye all night na usika nketa wo na wo phone so a obetimi asende aya fodie ni efri wakomo no na odi aba enti se baba all night no na afen wa be chiro odin a afen wa be church member what must say and ya 1 point dia to sumenu obi enim se Ghana ha wona o mo hye adwuma de agumani mu ase eye bebre to destroy my ministry dia de kan ye be odin ne me ye demonstration etiame dia to sumenu asori ye siwie ye yesi makomeba e de asha sori nase
a ministry. No, the question we should be asking is ministry bay. Why in a town? Why? Ah well, some more says they said yeah, Mama a suffer no ma bedaninya meche nyamia ye beto no. You be a full line, so be amfre. Yes, ye coffee bento say ma obi nkwasi asem sebe obi nkwasi asem. Memma nembe ye asem your mind be fa to no so so wo ba betu ase look wan kasa wa kodi nkwasi asem na nkwasi asem atoa ene yesa etoche wa Kofi Bento say enoma hia wo oman mu a ewo so ye de yakoma ne ya adwene nyina e de akire dansa normal way obi akodi nsemu na so adi wadi ni nsemu nu ye Kofi Bento kan ye emu ohye say di etwaka lines the be 020-898-4166 and 050-000-0257. Hello morning.
Hello morning.
Eja wudi na baby a free.
Kwame, anope ma answer. You friend Michael. I don't want to friend ideas for me better with my central.
Michael enko.
Kwame, only baby.
Catch me.
Asemno wo kwa work asem ni na. E video ni. Na in fact, omo kata wo video no mo di atebro. Except you for money more. Because some nyina sabi mu yakwatiafo. Mami mu ni meduma odi. Mami mu ni duma odi. Sabi the agada mu ni duma odi. It is one small self I will seek akokoma agada. It mo and no video so can say one the coach agada or much agada oh tina ya dey me pese me kabi
me da say enseme hia ho ye ba be di unkomo so say ba we nso hia amanfo dodo na no mo di omowre ne omakoma na didi no ma we achi na sika bia nko betimi di ahye business bi mu ama so aba mfa so aba ama ono ne na busuafo no na ye di nsemu nu. Hello morning.
Hello family.
What for we na ba bia free
ye free me jame kasa free be for so
eja enko
Ghana kwa ya dwen ti sen ya yese abo bi a wayira wo hunu ni wura sabio enipa ne mu bi ayese abo bi a wayira wo hunu ni wura odwan a wayira wo hunu ni wura obi efira komu an hu enso suaka woye okonfuo wose wate asore odi sika 1000 cedis. Hello
no wow
aha what the 1000 cities are command is only ni kwa ne nyansa kwa ne yefofiri na den Ghana yensu nyansa
eja be na
yensu nyansa enfiri eniema bi ho
me say
eno an se me say sa agrada ya wo so ate asori wa wo ye obadwen ba wo da wo dwen wonum nyansa wontimi nko hoda papa wa wo ho eminim se wani ate wonum nyansa
me ko akwa
nko hoda
me ho to nyame so na nipa de me de ne yede yen kwa homa no so nipa foforo ba na ono so yema no kwan na ono so mfre. Hello morning kafra yahwero 0208984166 power 97.9 at TVSYZ. Hello morning.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Bodina baby a wo free.
So justice nkase free akima fuzu.
Wo dem yetie o.
Morning.
Yetie o yeto nkapa akoso yetie o. Emi say wonye krado me say so wonye krado no you ma free so ntem na omo ma krado na tim about 0208984166 and 050000257. Hello morning.
Morning.
Mr. Wodina baby a free do mo kasa video no na tie me free phone no so.
Pacho. Morning.
Yes, tie me free phone no so why Mr. Wada. Wodina baby a free. Mudum Jadabi, Ejan Mudum no 0208984166 and 050000257. Rules in here, Mr. Ofra, TME free phone, so why? What can I would TME free TV in the better? Hello, morning.
Kwame, good morning.
Mammy Udina baby out free.
My favorite Kaswa.
Bacho Bodin.
Kwame. Oh, Ghana for Nankasa, men tear Ghana for Nasam last year. They are not serious.
You mean
they are in this country? They hear about that particular woman.
Yes,
they want to build a church. Then you run away because of money. They are not serious. They are not serious. Ghanaians are lazy people.
Oh, no, we are not. Too.
Thank you very much.
But we are not that lazy. Are you lazy? No, we are not lazy. No, we are just refusing to allow ourselves to have a knowledge now was ye bet me dear to anamo. Knowledge is power. So what's ye? Ebi and some na one kasa who some one. Who benya to me be wakasa wakukodroso. Wakasa with him dear waka wunshro na waka. Because who nim dear. Yan kasa yen sad that na yen king kind Bible non na yen tias yen sa and no my ye adabiabo say we so be say look sike yan kofo de kototo agra okay me refuse your friend say was what the evangelist Patricia we ye de koto Patricia ne nasi kasa sike ye betimi de bia nwuma o kasa sike ke betimi invest o kasa sike ka wo buy school fees ya wo su hui na so de sika akoma obi ka betimi de tua. So why would you do this? Why would you allow yourself to be scammed like that? Obiti baby so say Kwame say woni mo hia. Ana catch you. O ka say me da be so. Nyame a me wo gidie woni mu no. Eno ne ma me sa kokodro ma me kasa se ne msi kasa. And if you are able to reach that level, you will talk like that. Who here say e bibia was also so. Who ya say a BB was also sort of show. Your best is here, man. Come be a Dwabo Ase with TVSYZ and a Power 97.9. Yeah, Daniel one best is here, but live on Power 97. The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road, Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Why did you push me?
Leave there. Who do you think you are?
You think I'm afraid of you? Bring it on.
No. The two of you, I challenge you to an arm wrestling contest to settle this right now.
The Ghana Arm Wrestling Federation presents the HD Plus Kids Arm Wrestling Championships 2022. Children between the ages of 12 and 16 can take part and win trophies, certificates, medals, and cash prizes. For inquiries and registration, call 0242 229535.
Ago Ghana mine, Inkanka NDC supporters, any members are Mowa Ghana, any Bruchebe Bia, Monsenyanka Mo Ghana cards, NDC Professionals Forum, Fa Kwenya Iso, Abomunkaya say, Ehia Pase, NDC Nibia Benyan Ghana card, Enunti Obia Momodin, Enkobe Bia Bena ye trading, aye Ghana card ibi, na on training, and Unity, aye yes and pow, and Kaiboi, aye NDC Professionals Forum, and a Debra War.
Notice lately I've been drifting aimlessly. The actual retail price is.
Cine, exclusively on HD Plus channel 115.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah. Always brave, fresh, natural, mix, mineral, water.
Still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome to Autocheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crap.
Sure.
Check, auto checks, check, auto
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Autochecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Autochecks, check.
Autochecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, Autochecks.
Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144, or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at My John, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fapa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre mi yebusia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamu akwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo abosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the akeka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank, ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank, enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
So I'm Kwame at the Health Alert Clinic. Health Alert Clinic, a clinic where you used to have and I feel organic products and the machine treatments and the laboratory services in the area Juma and maybe I will be PM or Health Alert Clinic. I did here say a bail lab, a bail office, a bail massage, and I say a bit of scan, Nina, and Sana, a draw account. And prepare there, branches no AM and Samadina, Kaswa, and I think so as Simon. For numbers now, it was screen as soon as and then if I see a chicken come out at the stomach Osa yare boni bia se nyame anya do na se ebesua so aya na ne kono ekona pa na osa kwakwa yare bia baabi e beto e woni padua mu no ye hye ho ne ye de ato ne din ena etwetwe komo e de afa stomach ulcer ho stomach ulcer eye sebi eye ekura eto ye yefun dua ne mu na se sa ulcer yi eba emmoa bia ye tai e from H pylori wonum ena kokofa sa ya de boy e de bra ye yefun omo ba de omo ya ne say the lining inside your tummy no eno no omo di se empepi no eye na se sa ulcer yi eba ye ni padua ma na se eba ye yefun mu a obi owa odidi a na ye ne ya ondidi ya na ye ne ya se ensuo mpo onum bibi ti se yemfa se tea krempo abon se obi owa na ne de abesene te se obi owa onya ulcer na ne kokoso eye ne ya onya bibi ti se burning sensation e won chest o say breast cavity no between your two breasts so how do say si ho a obon say ya ye bibi ti se vein bi e wo ho so obi owa na se onya ulcer sa cavity ho se e hotimi ye ne ya a se odidi a otiminya excruciating pain sa wo ti yenka na se wo hwe TV sisi a fire number no nua bi wadanfo no ma me bi da bi o complain se me yemu meduane to me yemu ya me ye o obi ho na onya osa na sa na osori kwa na onante a wontimi nante wanso ni mu obetimi ate ato obi nso so onya ne osaba kesia na oye bo se na obloti obi nso so ho na se ne osaba ono de bo ho afo na ofom se wo osa ennuama bi eni kwan se wo de ka wabra bo ho eye ennuane a acid bom bibi ti say oranges, pineapple, apple ya ton traffic mu because ne acid content and also the acid component na ewo mu no high. Into most of times no bi o wa say me di orange and me di pineapple about say na me crisis about it's true because also na ewo kro ewo yam no kro into I say wo di bibi a share akwakwaka wo kro definitely no ebema wo crisis na aba na betimi so ama wanya acid reflux to anamon na bra health alert your branches in Ayami and Saya Madina, Kaswa, and a Shaiman. Into baby, I would see you free beer and baby a bell. So, free numbers here 0242 51 8865. Now, 0242 51 8893. Now, you bet show the a bell. Now, free wabba, near show.
Yadia Osa, so when you pay, and I'm saying bacterial infection. They come within the tea at the banner, typhoid fever. So typhoid fever and also bacterial infections and also by it me affect you said that also by and also betimi aye ono enti bempi nipa no na omo also no obeteke omo no na 80% omo so omo typhoid and enti na also ho be here say na so ye be say typhoid e kwan ye fa so ba and ba so na wanya bia signs and symptoms e be dey e be che say wanya bia e dey beto so ma we be say dey na typhoid e bacterial infections e ba e affect you ni ti a watwa wu nyina ne say so wanya typhoid it is said we do be a janine. Now one can say we do wear janine. It says bacterial infections no a janine mu enewo. Na said the TNA say bia why a granny be a siho na a bia once in a be aquadidi or said the janine so not a mobile see a janine so now why he and I want man yashi and sana woodia obedi no from one ya de so be there or typhoid ya dia make a bia or no so am so obetimi dia saw it say on one kasa na oni peduane mu enti say oye bibi na wa ho na say ye na say ono so okono oba no be na say be so ademu o so do sa ko so ademu a and one say when ya dey ya dey bia hu so ni ya dey hu so ni esese pay sa typhoid e ba so when ya high fever na say fever anu ya dey obo say na oho wo so asa dey awate egu so no enu achi so no e beti ma eti ya dey anu e dey obo house mi titimi pai mia na mi tifa dwa mia e ba na ekọ e beti ma ba say typhoid ya dey e na e bon kai e woni peduanim enu ti na dey bia health alert e ba dey say sa ya dey ba ya sabia yeah, laboratory test. Adequate airport here, and in Tiana Washan and Sosa, Eddie Amame. Health alert, Yamiadum, your 3 branches, your Kaswa, your Shaman, and not your Madina. In 2 twana mona bar, your best show, Amawadia Homeka Akufi. Your number is 0242 51 88 93, and now 0242 51 88 65. Health alert clinic, dear. Yes, sir, we are calling Heba.
The fight against illegal mining is entering a new phase. With this office in place, there's going to be constant, close, and effective monitoring and reporting of anti-Galamsey activities so that the right thing is done all the time. This new phase will demonstrate our resilience and commitment to ensuring that our water bodies, lands, and forests with their biodiversity are not destroyed. My own personal commitment to banishing the specter of Galamsey remains resolute and immutable. I expect the Small Scale Miners Association, from the national to the community level, to help in self-regulation of activities of their miners and also ensure that no one engages in illegal activities, especially mining in our water bodies. Let me reiterate, the Small-scale mining, ladies and gentlemen, is and will continue to be reserved solely for Ghanaians. I need not stress that the Interministerial Committee must discharge its duties efficiently and ensure that our country continues to set the pace in the preservation of our environment.
So many fertile lands are not in play in this country, and we need to bring them in play with the road development project. The government's flagship approach to dealing with Galamsey is the multilateral mining integrated project. But we are not doing this alone. There are many countries that are standing behind us to do it. We are taking the lead, but we are getting support from other countries who have also recognized that this is not good. What is happening in Ghana, as far as Galamsey is concerned, is not good.
If we were in some other jurisdiction, he would have resigned by now. By his word, he put his presidency on the line. Because now his own people have been found to be the ones engaged. All their party executives have, concessions and are doing illegal mining in forest reserves. It's a pity. But it's close to home, and that's why he can't deal with it. If you go to the districts, they talk about community mining. Community mining is the MPP party executives and the DCAs who are doing the community mining. And so they are the ones doing what they're doing. And so how can you expect him to fight, Galamsey when his own people are involved in it?
The president lacks the political will to do this.
He does. It makes very nice, verbiage when you talk about it and you express a will to do something well. Action speaks louder than words. Our river bodies are still the coffee color that they were. Maybe they were Mino before, they are looking like coffee now, getting darker. And they all know who are doing it. The champagne machines are there. It's not something that you can put in a handbag and walk and go and do it here. They put it there. And so how come you can't find the champagne machines, that are washing all that mud into the river bodies? So I think he's failed when it comes to illegal gold mining.
As we have amply demonstrated, the so-called fight against Galamsey by the Akufo-Addo MPP government is a scam and has been a lost battle from day one. This is because there has never been any genuine commitment or political will on the part of President Akufo-Addo to combat the Galamsey menace. History has shown that anytime a leader sets out to fight a certain crime in society, be it illegal mining, corruption, drug trafficking, or any other vice, there is bound to be resistance from dark forces, including those who benefit directly from those crimes. However, what distinguishes leaders who succeed from those who fail is a genuine political will, not only to bring sunshine on those crimes, but to severely punish the culprits in order to serve as a deterrent to like-minded persons who may contemplate those crimes. President Akufo-Addo has proven to be a leader who has specialized in talk without backing saying with deeds. Today, our beloved country stands at a crossroad of unprecedented economic mess and unprecedented environmental degradation under the watch of President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia.
A nation in crisis. Ebusia for Dwabo Ase or Power 97.9 and afeso TVSYZ. And someone who do a penny for the drona kasa na omada na di in terms of omadwen che efa gadam say hona ye edi achemo ye ne opening kase bi pa ba twetwe nkoma no pay ono de nwansi wo se wonyaaya na se NDC for beja to ba kono be ba ye twetwe for panyi edi ama NDC amanyokuo no na ene ye beba nienti a wo pesa de na wabra enkomotwetwe ne ba na wie ye ho ba bebia ye de ye besi pa wo enkomotwetwe yi mu eyo man Ghana tibia ye wom ye sikasem etoto ye adane abutuo e na feso garam sensem ya agi nsemu to the sense and then amene be poso ye my analysis bi no we came to a conclusion say oh man we are in a crisis sabre wo hwehwe ye man panya wo ye commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces oni memu adu play wo call e France akwaje abaso body bia no kra say honorary doctorate dia ben meanwhile sikasema e basa meanwhile amanfo ni adwuma to the sense nam say e kom di amanfo na amanfo pesika aka sika kakra omu wonti obi ti say agrada ti be dada omo nyina yen komo a e ho se yedi e wo man mu na opanyi be boa me na yetimi edi kono but look empempi ni ya na kasa na ye kan wo ye kan kasa mu but ono de ye no ye bepoto kakra na wabra ye poto no na ye de nchirechiremu no so ayedai atodwa wabra ye koyenim abusuafo opanyi Minkah no wasemi mote ne nka ache na anu ya ye hu so kasa radio so ni TV so kwotete oso no onye no atete sa no atete nkwanche ya the press conferences ahodo busu dwam economy no busu dwam de kira manfo na manfo yam hye mo honorable fifi kwete look because we bubo ni CV na ye nyam poye ba wo de mama nyina eye general secretary hopeful for the NDC na afi de aka no wabra ye koyenim no na ye de tutu manim ha honorable good to see you.
Good morning.
And
good morning
welcome
to all your many listeners and many viewers. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. And now we're also excited to have you on Dwabo Ase on Power 97.9. Now we're going to get into, why you're aspiring to be General Secretary of the NDC. We'll get to that part at the latter part of our conversation. Would you admit, as we start, would you admit that Ghana at this point is in crisis? And I say this owing to various developments. You talk about the current economic situation in the country, and then the manner in which we are dealing with Galamsey and its various impact on our environment. Would you, by this, agree with those who say Ghana is in crisis?
I totally agree with them, yeah. We are in a serious crisis. But see, what we see, the external crisis we see, is only hiding the real crisis that this nation is in. This nation is in a serious moral crisis.
A serious moral crisis.
It's a crisis that is coming from within us. And unfortunately made worse by, should I call it, the current leadership, which leadership is simply bringing what I call the worst out of us, as opposed to the best out of us. So it's a major crisis in which we need to do a lot of deep thinking as a people to be able to start coming to terms with the problem and how to find a solution.
And guess what? It's culminated into something that I've heard you address somewhere on a different platform, where the youth seem disappointed in the political class of this country. And I'm saying this because in 2014, when I was on radio and TV, it was a similar conversation about the economic situation back then and the various demonstrations on the streets of Accra, to the extent that some concluded, just as you in the NDC are concluding today, that the nation is in crisis.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. And I'm the first to admit that the two major political parties in Ghana, we both need to do a deep evaluation of the journey we have been on for the past 30 years. And that journey is one that we need to admit must become better if we want to address the problems that we face, especially the young people are facing. But at the same time also, I want to also say that one of the reasons why that journey has been difficult is because unfortunately one of the major players, and that is the NPP, has demonstrated from the very beginning of this nation known as Ghana that they put too much emphasis on their own interests as a political group.
Prove that.
Done.
How do they put so much focus on their interests? And which interests are you talking about?
Watch our, I call them the Busia Dankwa group or MPP family. I like to call the MPP family. If you watch them well, even before the independence of Ghana, when they realized that they were not having the capability of becoming the leaders of the country, first and foremost, they wanted this nation to be a federal nation. For them, it meant, for example, that certain regions where they feel resources were, let's have those regions that we can control those resources. The rest of the country, we don't care if you're in poverty or not, it doesn't matter. That tells you what their mindset was right from the beginning. it must be our benefit and not the benefit of the whole. When that failed, the next thing they did was they opposed the independence of Ghana. The motion of destiny, which actually brought our independence, they oppose it. It tells you.
Did they necessarily oppose it?
They oppose
Especially when we heard them say in the shortest possible time.
They actually oppose it. They oppose the motion of destiny.
Like they didn't want independence.
Absolutely. As far as they are concerned, it's basically, you know, that they don't want independence. If we are not the one in charge for independence, then let there not be independence now. You understand? So it's a group that constantly saying, I don't know, the best analogy I can give you is this. And often when I say this, I like to also explain that I'm not saying every person in that political family is somebody who is unpatriotic or does not like the country. There are many good people. Just like there are bad people in the NDC, there are bad people in the NPP, there are good people in the NPP. And so generally no party has, shall I call it, a preserve over the good or the bad ones. But I'm saying as a family, the spirit, the larger spirit that drives our friends in the NPP is a spirit that does not, bode well for the country. You were asking whether, how do you call it? I was talking, for example, they oppose independence. They oppose our effort to become what you call a Republican state. As far as they are concerned, if we are not going to have it, then nobody should have it. You know the story of King Solomon and the two women one slept on the child and one child was alive, and the one who has slept on the child said, this child that is alive also is mine. You remember that story?
I do.
Unfortunately, MPP represent that woman that wanted the child to be divided. You know, King Solomon wanted to know who is the mother of the child. He said, okay, let's divide this child. And then the real mother said, no, don't divide the child.
Because of empathy.
Leave the child.
Yes.
The one whose child is not the real mother, say divide the child. MPP unfortunately has that behavior. If we are not going to get her, let it be killed, let it be destroyed. So they oppose, Akosobodam, oppose motorway. As recent as 1992, they oppose the Constitution of Ghana, they oppose VAT, they oppose Get Fund, they oppose ESLA. It's like once we are not in charge, we don't want it.
But hasn't the NDC, and wouldn't you also say that, look, when now that the MPP is in power, having to oppose a number of things? You know, to the extent that the narrative out there is that you don't even like it that President Akufo-Addo started free SHS. The other narrative is that anything in terms of revenue mobilization, anything that will help this government to be able to mobilize revenue, you are against it. Clear example is e-levy. So haven't you also been opposing things that will inure to our benefit as a country?
No, we need to clarify. I'm not saying that NDC has said yes to everything. But I know there are things that you need to transcend what you call partisanship. So for example, 1992 Constitution. Why would anybody oppose it? Why would anybody oppose the independence of a country? Why would anybody oppose the Republican status of a country? There are things you can say no to. So, for example, if you say, for example, the e-levy example you gave, e-levy is not something that NDC as a group is the first to say no. The people of Ghana themselves say no. The people of Ghana say, listen, the money I have, which is a physical money I have in my pocket, you do not take money out of it. But why should I put it in an electronic pocket and you want to take money out of it? It's not fair. Because it's like you are making it difficult for me to have the convenience. You want me to now keep cash as opposed to putting money in an electronic. So that is something that is not about NDC. It's about the people of Ghana. So it's a completely different thing. But the point I'm making is that 30 years of this journey, NDC, MPP must look at this journey well for the sake of the future. The children, especially the young people, are losing hope. And the losing of hope means leaders have to now seriously be thinking about, we need to do things that will inure to the good of the country, first and foremost. As opposed to the situation where it's simply a battle between two political parties, each of them want power, and when they want power, they are thinking fundamentally about just the people who belong to those parties. It must not be. Because there are many people who don't necessarily who are card-bearing members of parties. In fact, there are even people who are very sympathetic to the two parties who have never attended any rally.
That's right.
They don't attend any political program, but they just have some sympathy. So it tells you, by and large, majority of people are not necessarily what you call out-and-out political people, but they just want the good of their country. And so, to that extent, the two parties must have that conversation. But I'm saying the greater burden, unfortunately, has to fall on the NPP. Because if there's one group that has actually held back the progress of this country, it's much more the NPP than the NDC. Okay. I am the first to admit that NDC themselves, we need to accept that having dealt closely with the NPP, some of that negativity has come into some of us as well. Where increasingly some of us are thinking also about ourselves ahead of country, ourselves ahead of party, and we must say no, this is not the way to go for the sake of the future of this country. So there's a crisis.
And NDC that is in opposition and you have elements like that?
Yeah.
Really?
It's natural. It's natural that you have people. For example, let me give you an example. I mean, haven't we, for example, heard of situations where, even though you're in opposition, you can have, for example, people who are your polling agents on election day. Some of them decide, for example, to take bribe and work against your party. Yeah, it does happen. Haven't you heard situations, for example, that people you think are members of your party, and then you cannot trust them because you feel maybe they have allowed themselves to be manipulated and bribed by the other side? Yes, and it's not just even at the lowest level. You can sometimes have that even at the highest level. So even in opposition, sometimes I can tell you, the previous time we were in opposition, I mean, up to 2008, there were some among us who you could, I mean, we didn't know, for example, that they were playing the other side. Yeah, they're playing the other side, especially when we had somebody like Francis Poku, who was then the National Security Coordinator. He clearly was playing people.
I'll come to what lessons you've drawn from that, but that'll be when we're talking about your interest in becoming General Secretary of the NDC. But quickly to Ghana, I mean corporate Ghana, our country Ghana. Let's talk about the economy. That's been an area you've been speaking extensively about, even when you were in government and when you were in opposition at a point. What is your own analysis or assessment of the current state of our economy, and what for you is the problem? How do we solve it?
For me, I think the problem is fundamentally the lack of courage to tell the truth. That is the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Some people say, oh, it's all about economic competence. But the truth of the matter is that no matter how competent you are, if you do not have the courage to do what is right, you crash any economy. You crash the economy. Let's say it this way. Kwame, let's say you're a father, you have a family. Your income, let's assume, is just 1,000 cedis. And so that income of 1,000, that's what you need to take care of your family.
Yeah.
But you do not have the courage to make an admission to your family, your wife and your children, that my income is 1,000. So you try to deceive them by trying to show a lifestyle that is a 5,000 cedi lifestyle or 10,000 cedi lifestyle, and you are deceiving your children. So, for example, instead of telling your child that, listen, I have 1,000 cedi and we need to be able to use that and live within that, you let your children do things way beyond, thinking that you are going to be popular by it. That is a tragedy that this nation has faced. So, you have politicians who simply do not have the courage to say, listen, this is what income level we have, and therefore this is what we can do. So, for instance, there are things that you are expecting us to do. If we want to do them, we'll crash the economy. Lack of courage to tell that truth is what is making a lot of the problem that we are seeing today. So, for example, our friends came into office, and when they came into office, they lied to this country, for example, that taxation is a lazy man's approach.
Absolutely.
Meaning you don't really need to tax. Oh, you don't even need to borrow.
The money is here.
The money is here. Deception. Grand deception. Because they believe that you can deceive people and take power. You can deceive them and keep power. Because they don't love the country enough to understand that if you love a country, you need to have the courage to tell the truth. Even if some of them may be angry, at least tell them the truth. Your children prefer for you to tell them the truth than to lie to them and later on you crush everything. They actually will you think that you are a very wicked person once they get to know that you are lying to them as a father. And that is what has happened. So for instance, they lie about taxation, they lie about borrowing, and then within no time, they actually started imposing taxes. They started borrowing far more than any government in the history of our country. And in the midst of all those issues, when, for example, deficit, which you call let's say when you are spending far more than you are earning, meaning you're having deficit, which actually is going to bring you trouble. When we pointed out that you are building deficit, no, we are not building deficit. So they were hiding deficit. Every time there is a problem, then they hide it. Because they actually believe that you can continue deceiving the people. That is the root of the matter. So the problem you are seeing today is simply somebody who has lied and lied and lied. Like we say in local parlance, when you continue deceiving people that your mother is not dead, a time is going to come when the rottenness will come and everybody will know that is exactly what is going on.
But is it also not our failure to appreciate where they are coming from? I mean, for instance, they point accusing fingers at the NDC government and say, look, the banking and financial crisis is one of the reasons we are here, because you failed to put in place certain measures for which they inherited a broken sector and they had to fix the mess by pumping in money, and here we are. And then they also talk about excess power, excess capacity, the energy crisis that we went through, doomso. And then the sort of investment you did, the monies that they needed to literally cough up in order to deal with the debt that was there. And then also the global crisis, global economic crisis, Russia-Ukraine conflict, the COVID-19 and its resultant effect. Is it not the case that you're failing to appreciate that aspect and just blaming them because for expediency's sake it will help you as a political party?
You know, as I say all the time, NDC is not a perfect political party. So it would be wrong on my part to pretend as for us everything about us is 100% right. No, that's not the truth. But take it this way. NDC, let's say between 2013 to 2016, we had to deal with one of the biggest difficulties that this country has faced. And this was a perennial difficulty. A problem that happened during the time of Rawlings, happened during the time of President Kufuor, and also at least he started emerging the latter part of President Mills. That to do with what you call doomsaw or energy crisis. Now, when we face that problem, what did you are in this country. Did you hear President Mahama or the NDC government blaming somebody for that problem? Because that problem was not our making. It's as I told you, it's a perennial problem that happened. No. What did we do? We faced up to that problem and solved it. And by 2016, we have solved the problem. That is what you do when you are a political leader that is conscious of doing what is right. But when you are what you call a lying political leader, a leader who believes that politics is all about deceiving people, what you do is that you are constantly looking for somebody to blame. That's what our friends have done.
So are they lying?
Meanwhile, remember this same leadership that we have today. When we took power in 2009, at that time we met an economy that had gone through a lot of problems. For example, inflation had gone up to 18% when we took over. Depreciation of the currency over 20% when we took over. You had at that time as well, you have what you call a tall debt. Yes. And that tall debt was threatening to destroy Ghana Commercial Bank. And you know how Ghana Commercial Bank is in the center of our banking system. Yes. So if Ghana Commercial Bank goes down, it will affect all the banking sector. We met all those challenges. Met other challenges relating to what you call a gang of four rules that they had started. They didn't have money for it. So many areas that we had to meet. But when we came in, we started telling them, listen, you guys have left us a difficult economy. Guess who? Nana Akufo-Addo, then, who had then lost power, who tried to be president by law. He says, fix the problem. Yeah. That's what he told us. Fix the problem.
If it's broke.
Now, the same individual came into office in 2017, and he spent the whole part of his first 4 years doing nothing but blaming the previous NDC government for problem. Now, this talk about the problem is due to what you call
excess capacity, banking sector.
Banking sector. We met banking sector crisis as well. We fix it.
Wow.
We fix it. We restore, and you do it the way you normally should do it.
You mean you met the banking sector crisis in 2009?
In 2009. As I told you, Ghana Commercial Bank was actually on its knees, almost about to collapse. I happened not just to be a deputy minister of finance, but also happened to be on the board of Ghana Commercial. So I know exactly the problem that bank, which was the very heart of the banking sector, was. We fixed that problem without noise, because that's what you do. Because if you want to create confidence in your economy, you have to make sure when it comes to banking, you do it quietly. They came to do politics. So effectively, their plan was that, listen, I mean, we would. Who want to create? I mean, solve a problem in a bank, and you are making an announcement about how you are going to come for this next. After you have gone for this in the what you call the small, how do you call the savings and loans, then you are saying next one we are coming. Effectively, people will run on those banks and take their monies out. So the problem is self-inflicted. If you want to solve a problem, you don't go making an announcement and we are coming to punish you next. We are coming to punish you next. You create lack of confidence, and there will be complete panic. And that's what we saw. So a problem that could have been resolved with, let's say, maximum 5 billion, you end up spending over 20-something billion. That problem is your making. We met similar problem. In fact, that's not even the first time we have met a banking sector. In 1982, when PNC came, there was a massive banking crisis.
You don't say.
What you call non-debt. I mean, the high portfolio, bad debt portfolio in the banking sector was so high that we had to go through a process then known as what you call, I mean, sometimes you call it financial sector adjustment. So to ask you to take out all the bad debt, restore what you call, the good books of the bank in order to allow them.
So then the problem is cyclical.
Yeah, but then there is a way to deal with it without making a problem that's supposed to be 10 to become 100.
No, but if it resurfaces, you understand? Then it means it was window dressing.
No, that's what.
No, but
don't forget that even in America, they go through situations where you go through some kind of crisis. It does happen. In every country, there are sometimes difficulties of that nature. So, for example, 2008, you saw, for example, the major financial crisis that happened in the U.S. In Nigeria, in 2007-8, they had also a major financial crisis. In fact, we became my good friend, who was then the governor, Sanusi, who took strong measure and ensured that they dealt with that problem. That problem actually could have crippled the whole Nigerian market. And they solved it without any difficulty, by taking measures, recapitalizing the banks, punishing the directors that were supposed to be, who were causing a problem. And today, Nigerian banking sector had continued. And a problem that you could have resolved with 5 billion cedis without making plenty noises, because you had your own political agenda. Agenda meant that it were crippling some banks, hoping that some of you are doing politics. In the process, you cause all this problem, then you come and blame the NDC for it. No, NDC is not the problem. Now, so all the things about energy sector, why? If there's any group that had resolved what you call the legacy of debt in the energy sector, it's us.
Yeah.
And how did you do it? We brought up with ESLA. Yeah. And that ESLA is giving them today, every single year, minimum of 3 billion. And that's a lot of money that you are having access to. If we had access to that from the beginning, we would not have had the kind of problem we had. You have that, we handed that over to you, and you still are complaining. You can complain. Ukraine and Russia, how can you be blaming Ukraine and Russia? You have all economies around you also having the same problem, but how come they are not having, for example, inflation that is going towards 40%? How come they are not having their currency that is literally, we are talking about, I'm hearing now what, we are not breaking the 11.
Yes.
First we broke the 8, then broke the 9,
now
then broke the 10, now we are breaking 11. You can't blame Russia and Ukraine because the currencies around us are not breaking almost on a monthly basis. We are doing that. We are talking about an economy that, as we speak, is being downgraded almost on a weekly basis. Which economy around us is being downgraded? Is it Nigeria? No. Is it Cote d'Ivoire? No. Is it Rwanda? No. Is it Guinea? No. So that tells you that the problem is our doing. You can't blame anybody for it. And the fact that you don't even want to accept responsibility, it makes it even worse. Because, Kwame, if at least you accept that this problem, I should do better, then at least you are creating a situation where if even people have ideas, they can bring it. But you claim, no, it's not my doing. It's the problem that came from COVID, or it's coming from Russia and Ukraine. You blame everybody except yourself. So naturally, you'll be in difficulty. So I'm saying the fundamental problem we are dealing with here is a group of leaders who simply do not tell the truth. And listen, leadership is all about trustworthiness. If you cannot be trusted to tell the truth, you absolutely have no reason to be a leader. Because why? I mean, you will not commit your family into the hand of somebody you cannot trust. You won't commit your business into the hand of somebody you cannot trust. Certainly, we cannot commit a nation of 33 million people and the resources of this country into the hand of individual you clearly cannot trust to tell you the truth. Nana Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, the finance minister, the government have consistently shown that they are not worthy of trust. They cannot be trusted to tell the truth. They are not responsible. They are not accountable. They are not ready to take responsibility. So naturally, putting a nation in the hand of these untrustworthy people clearly is only going to sink the nation. So the crisis you talk about, the real crisis we have is what you call a credibility crisis.
Credibility crisis.
It's a character crisis. It's a crisis where you cannot even trust the leadership. And now, if you can't trust that leadership, naturally your economy is going to be in all kinds of
But here we are. I mean, as we talk about the crisis in which we are in, we're engaging the International Monetary Fund. I hear President John Mahama, I mean, and the comments he's made severally, that look, hurry up, you're wasting time, get a deal with the IMF. If this is not done as swiftly as President Mahama is putting it, what are the likely implications?
You know,
why should President Mahama even be worried that
because President Mahama is aware that if this economy sinks further and further and further, it's going to take a lot of hard work to bring it back. And we, of course, don't want the economy to be totally destroyed before we come and take over and now spend precious years instead of taking, like a good like a relay in athletics. We want to have a baton that will not give us too much of a disadvantage, because already, even if things were normal, building an economy is not an easy job.
Yes.
And now, if a group is obviously collapsing that economy, the most you can do if you love your country is to say, listen, go and do what is right, to at least ensure that the sinking of the country will stop, because we love the country.
And what is right at this moment is a deal with the IMF,
because nobody has confidence in this leadership anymore. As I'm telling you, when you lie so much, people lose confidence in you. The international investors have totally lost faith in this economy. They've lost faith in the leadership. They feel these leaders cannot be trusted. So the only way they can even listen to anything these leaders say now is when the IMF tells them that, all right, we've checked their books, we've checked their policy, and we feel that at least with these ones, they will be able to at least ensure that whatever money you want to bring in, those monies can be secure. That's the only way there is going to be any confidence back. And once there's no confidence, trust me, this city will break the 12th, will break the 13th, will break the 14th, and the rate is going, because there's totally no trust at all.
You are in a position to suggest alternative. Would the IMF route had been a convenient approach for an NDC government if you were in power?
Whenever you reach a place where there's complete lack of confidence in you, you definitely need to be talking to IMF. The reason is simple. The markets out there are not going to trust you. So, for example, when our friends used to claim that NDC said we did not have policy credibility. You heard that word of them. Yes. They used to boast about it. You people don't have policy credibility. We MPP, we have policy credibility. What they are facing today is what you call a worse lack of credibility than we had. Now, the people out there are not going to do business with you until IMF is able to tell them that, listen, we have checked them and they are fine. That is where they are.
Wow.
So the economy is completely on its knees. And that economy is in need of confidence. And we are in a global economy now. And if that confidence is not there, you're in crisis.
But we are Africans, and Africa is our business. Our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, was quite boastful when he said that we are capable of managing our own affairs. Yeah. You have even argued, I quite remember in 2008, somewhere in 2013 there and about, you've argued on the need to add value to what we even export.
I agree.
So why are we wasting time? Why are we not trading amongst ourselves to become a very strong economic force in the world? And I mean Africa.
I agree. I mean, these are beautiful ideas. And but you see, it must first begin with what you call responsibility. Because you know what? If you want to be reliant, you want to be independent, it means first and foremost you are ready to be responsible as far as your own economic management is concerned. Now, if you are mismanaging your own economy, then clearly you put yourself in the hands of other people. If you cannot take care of your own home, So much so that, let's say your 1,000 cedi, which you have, you are actually leaving 5,000, then it means that you're either going to be a thief, you have to steal the 4,000 in order to make up for the higher expenditure, or you are going to have to kneel and be begging people for that 4,000. And that's exactly our situation.
But we have credible
If you have
people.
1,000 and you want to leave 5,000 live, it means that you are becoming a beggar, and other people have to now give you the 4,000.
Yes.
So it means that you have lost your dignity.
Yes.
You've lost your respect. Your whole destiny now lies in the hands of another person.
No, but my point is, we've got credible people. I mean, people who have worked with international agencies. In the case of the vice president, who is the head of economic management, he's known elsewhere as well. And the finance minister, Ken Ofori.
But I told you something.
I'm told he's a toast of the West.
I agree.
So why are we in this?
But I told you something. That what matters most is character. There's something you call empty academic qualification. It's just empty. If you don't have character, you can get all those qualifications, it amounts to nothing. As I told you earlier, the real problem is not even the knowledge of how to handle an economy. It's a character to be disciplined. It's a character to tell the truth. It's a character to show responsibility. It's a character to be able to look your children in the face and not lie to them and tell them that this is our situation, therefore let's live according to that. It's a character to take decisions. Like, for example, when President Akufo-Addo thing, you heard one statement he used to make: I will fight for the next generation and not for the next election.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that whole talk has shown that empty talk. When President Mahama, for example, had the courage to say, listen, as far as, for example, teacher training and nursing trainings are concerned, we need to have a new arrangement. That arrangement politically was a difficult arrangement. But it takes a person who loves his country and who is even prepared to even do what is right, even if it costs him politically. And it did cost us politically. But I'm sure that today, the whole country does know that that decision, upon hindsight, was a decision from somebody who loved his country, somebody who wanted to do the right thing, even though politically it brought problem. What has Nana Akufo-Addo done? In every single one of these issues, he's shown to be a coward. He's shown to be lacking courage. So, for example, this Galamsey fight, he made all kinds of noise. I'm ready to put my presidency on the line. As soon as he made the first hurdle, he went on his knees, and now his government has become much more of a Galamsey government than even the Galamsey themselves. It tells you that's a leadership that has no character. And character is always the number one thing. That's why political parties must be looking for individuals who have got to call the character and the conviction to lead them. Because you see, I say all the time, it's not the political parties themselves that are a problem. It is the people leading those parties, the people who are in charge of those parties. Because it is the quality of those individuals that will make the parties either good or bad. So if you have people who are much more concerned about themselves than they are about the well-being of their political parties, or more concerned about themselves than they are about the well-being of the nation, you are going to be having a problem.
I want on crowd pound Simedrian and Crow Ugusa Wutie Power 97.9 face or live for TV XYZ. The any honorable physiquity and they didn't go Kaisa was for medical culture say then that's what I watch and say NDC for better about man on General Secretary Ama a year NDC Amanu. So far, you didn't come out for my Ghana and normal baby. You want me to see Sam Gada say a corner. Was it a buy no crab than a Gadam say I buy because strong one would ye cre and a walker and a buy a sick as seven so a bar say a hunye so would do huni one no crack aqua a buy when he said and intina yabedru baby yabedru. But on your ambition to become General Secretary of the NDC. I mean, the first time I heard of it, I said, hey, why? I mean, General Mosquito, yes, has announced his exit from that position after how many years? 17 years. And that's a big shoe. That's a large shoe to fill.
That's true.
Why did you decide to aspire for this position?
First and foremost, because I love this party. And I've virtually given the good part of my life in the service of this party. How old was I in 1992? I can't even remember now. That's about 30 years ago, right?
Wow.
So that's almost 25 years, I think.
25 in 92.
When I became what you call the chairman of the NDC, the University of Ghana campus. At a time when you needed to be a man of courage to even show that you identify with the NDC. People do not recall, but in 1992, you dare not on Investor Ghana campus to show that you are an NDC, you needed to be a real.
The NDC was in power.
Yeah, we were in power, but I can tell you, the MPP has a certain way to literally demonize you and make you feel so terrible that even people were shying away from identifying. Because what they did was to make if you follow NDC, that means that you are somebody who likes a killer. Somebody who destroy people, somebody who was a military leader who destroy people and kill people and stuff like that. That's exactly what so they basically demonized this political party. It took people who showed courage to identify. I was there right at the beginning, and I've served this party in so many different ways. I mean, worked closely with the founder of this party, President Rollins, working in his office after I left my financial company. Subsequently rose to become the one in charge of the communication of the party, who served in that capacity and helped the party in 2008, not just as the one in charge of the national communication, but also somebody who played a critical role in stopping MPP.
Back then, that role, you're being nicknamed as a propagandist by the MPP.
What
does that mean to that role that you said?
No, it doesn't. You know, as I said, it's not the name that matters. It's the quality of the individual that matters. So let's say it this way: a liar, even if you are called by the most beautiful name, if you're a liar, you're just a liar. And MPP have constantly know that when it comes to me, my strength has always been truth. That's why I was known as setting the record straight. Because in setting the record straight, what we do is to deal with your lies and now tell you exactly what the truth is. And we've established that they've never been able to make a response to it. So as for the labeling and so on, that's done. Politically, people try to label you. If they cannot defeat you, they try to see whether they can label you, hoping that somehow that can
and guess what? Culminated into one of the longest vetting ever done to a minister designate.
That is true.
At that time,
because they wanted
to the point that they pushed you and you had to apologize.
No.
For certain
that's even not true.
Allegations.
No, that's not even true at all. If you go to that vetting well, there was no. In fact, they tried to. What they were hoping for was to say that, listen, you lied about us, and they never got that. They never got that. The most thing they could say was that, oh, there was something a newspaper published, and that newspaper somehow had something to do with you. And I said, no, but newspapers, I mean, just like media houses, they can make errors. And if a newspaper made an error, that can be apologized for. But that has nothing.
But did you ever allege that the MPP had squandered the national reason?
That's what I'm saying. It's a newspaper publication. And that newspaper published that information from Ghana Web, because I think Ghana Web actually. So they were hoping that it could be. So I told them, listen, you've heard me address press conferences. That issue never appeared in any press conferences. I was in charge of the communication of the party. I addressed rallies. Did you hear it? You never heard it. So that was a desperate attempt because they couldn't get anything. So they now have to resort to some newspaper publication. That's what I'm saying. That they never really got anything. Anyway, the point I'm making is that we've played so many different roles in this party, and those roles put us in a situation where if we reach a point where somebody who had played a big role as a general secretary of the party is now exiting. Somebody with those unique background in terms of long dedicated service to this party right from the beginning, helping this party in critical election in 2004 when we were dealing with a major party that didn't want to leave power, playing a major role not just as a top communicator, but also helping the party in terms of the strong room when you're dealing with a group that wanted to steal election as a result of what some of us had to do in terms of collecting results accurately and early and ensuring that the strong room had that information. And I was part of the strong room myself, so we stopped the stealing in that strong room. That is massive experience to be able to help us in a time when we are dealing again with a party that is determined to do anything to stay in power, including stealing election if they have to. That becomes critical. We also are talking about an election that is going to largely hover around the economy. Now, so if you have, as a chief executive, somebody whose specialty is that economy, who can speak to that economy with conviction, with knowledge, can speak with a voice that can be heard, that takes a load off whoever going to become the flag bearer. So the flag bearer now is able to do his job, knowing that the party itself is being led by an individual who literally can take on the issue of the economy. Listen, if I become chief executive of this party, I can tell you in honesty, Bawumia would run for cover.
If you become the chief
scribe? Yeah, he would run for cover. Dr. Muhammad doesn't need to waste his time on Bawumia. I would take care of him. He knows. But me, that's not.
So you're coming after him?
Oh, big time.
It could be Alan Trematin.
Both of them.
It could
be any of them.
It could be Canada, Japan.
I am telling you that whoever emerges among them, as long as the economy is going to be the major issue, the party can be certain that the party NDC, as a party, will take care, number one, of the economic conversation, even before the flatbed even comes into the picture. That's another one. Now, apart from that as well, we're talking about the need for us to confront the new reality facing the country, which I keep talking about, the youth losing hope. You need individuals who can understand that next level of politics. They need to restore hope to especially young people. They need for the politics to transcend what it is we've done over the last 30 years and become much more driven towards answering.
And that'll be something you take on. But we've got a few minutes to wrap up. And in this 4 minutes, just help me address this. I mean, your credibility is not in doubt. But politics, as you know, is all about interest and many other factors come to play. Many have doubts in terms of your character disposition. Are you an introvert?
Actually,
some say no. He likes to keep to himself. No, it's difficult for you to approach him.
No, I mean people say that. But when, for example, I was in charge of the communication of this party, I mean I was super approachable. Dealt with different people in this party. The thing about me, however, is that when a job needs to be done, I'm focused on that job being done. And that's not a time to be playing. I mean, a serious job needs to be done. We need to get it done. After we have won, then we have opportunity to do what we got to do.
Yes,
you understand. Now, so the thing, and also of course, having been out of what you call frontline politics, if you call it, I mean, in terms of the party itself, and moving to government and moving to this. There are many people, for example, who are in the party who have not had the opportunity to meet you one-on-one anymore because you move into government. They no more had direct interaction with you. You move as an MP, so that it was only basically dealing with your constituency. So this opportunity to come back again into the party where I was all the way to 2008, where people actually never had an issue because I was then very accessible to people. Now they have the opportunity again. So the important is to say we need to get the job done. We need to win.
There are issues you need to address before you go. There's a story, and anytime I hear it, I laugh. The story is told of you and a certain gentleman in your constituency, Ketu South. He said, "Oh, Honorable, it's been a long time. You know, I laid my beautiful eyes on you." And he said, "Oh, it's been a long time. Then you should go and look at my poster." Is that true?
Just complete.
Did you say that?
Complete fabrication. Complete fabrication. You hear some of those fun. You know, initially, when I heard those stories, I used to say that, oh, everybody will know this is a lie. But over time, I realized that some people actually were taking it serious. That is, again, is a problem in politics, where sometimes you don't react to things early enough because you assume that they are just so untrue. By the time you realize people are saying it's completely not true. How can any politician tell anybody that go and look at people, then you can look at me? That's not possible.
Could it be one of the reasons your votes, the NDC's votes in Ketu South dropped for about almost 30,000?
First of all, NDC vote didn't drop by about 30,000. President Mahama got 81,000 in 2012.
In 2016, I'm referring.
Yeah, I'm 2012. President Mahama got about 81,000. In 2016, President Mahama's vote came down to about 65,000. But that was in line with what was happening all over the country.
I mean your vote as an
MP?
As an MP.
No, the thing is that I actually did not just face MPP. I was actually facing two other people who were part of my own party that were independent. So naturally, when you are facing people within your party, if one of them happened to be the member of parliament that I had beaten, another one happened to be another person. So naturally, you are getting independent people. When you have people who are fighting you, who are independent coming from your party, naturally your vote will split. But we still won. I won by what? About 50,000 votes. The next person to me was getting 18,000 votes. So I basically was very massive, comfortable win. So it's not a problem at all. But what happened in 2016 was a general thing that had happened across the country. We were having issues, not just in Ketu, but across every constituency. Vote had dropped. President Mahama generally, in terms of margins of vote, you saw 2016. Yes. We were talking almost 1 million vote data drop. So it's a nationwide issue. So it had nothing to do specifically
in 30 seconds as we're wrapping up, look into the camera, tell the people of Ghana why they should trust the NDC. Why not the MPP? Why not break the 8?
Yeah, the reason why NDC should be trusted more than the MPP is because NDC is a party, first of all, founded by patriots. People who actually served by taking this country from what you call a brink of collapse in 1982. And within 10 years in 1992 has reversed the destiny of this country and set in motion what we call the 1992 Constitution, and have shown throughout this period that even though we are not perfect, we care more for this country. We develop this country more. And you can see, for example, even our recent record in terms of the massive development that this country has had. The economy that, for example, we handed over to the NPP, which unfortunately, which economy they have collapsed. So if there's any group at all that you can trust to restore this economy, it is a group that, for example, took over this country in 82 and restored it back, and again took over a difficult economy even in 2008 and was able to set into motion an economy that has saw the longest history of single-digit inflation, the highest growth in our economy, the massive investment in every sector of the economy. If there's any group that you can trust, it's the NDC.
Thank you very much. Honorable Fee.
It's always a pleasure.
Honorable Fifi Kwete and a church and commercial force also the ones who say also ye church for Penyima NDC Amanyo Kono. Ajuma we are 1 minute. Ye see Dwabo Ase besa about Nyame Adoma Power 97.9 afenso TV XYZ. Me ba mu nyina achi Ghana nkomo no o me ento aso. Bye bye.